Chapter 8.
Part 1. White Clouds. Red Wolf Moon. The Flame in the Darkness.
Almost 3 hours and only one battle. Shoot, this is a good place to wipe it up.
Hoarfrost now graces treetops and open fields alike, and an icy chill blown in from the north of Fargus blankets the land. All of Fodlan's creatures begin to settle in for a long winter. The setting sun bathes the full winter coat of every wolf in a foreboding scarlet glow. Hunters can now spread the word that the Red Wolves are back on the prowl.
Hello, smiling sun. Going to sleep behind the castle. Use an item like a vulnerary or white magic such as heal. Units standing on restorative terrain will restore hit points. I already got that. I can't help but imagine Jiraiya narrating those. I don't know Jiraiya's English voice. I never watched Naruto in English. I wish our calendars were based on moons. All we get is October when we could have had Blood Wolf Moon. 5,000 Gs. I need to do some more professor activities, I think, because I could have a professor level C+ at this point, and then I have even more time for activities.
That's what we're dealing with. Is there no chance it's an infectious disease? There are no absolutes in medicine, but the chances are extremely slim. Restless movements, fits of violence, becoming bedridden, or even impossible to wake. With symptoms that varied, there are only a few possibilities. It's either a mixture of poisons or magic, and dark magic at that.
You're talking about Remire Village, aren't you, Manuela?
Oh my, if it isn't Gerald. Tell me, what was the first thing you heard?
Everything, after you mentioned that it's not likely an infectious disease. My child and I owe the people of Remire Village. If something's happening there, we must help them.
We scouted the area ourselves. Speak with the knights, hear what they have to say. I must go. Thank you for your help, Manuela. You know, I'm more than willing to go with you to Remire Village. After all, I owe you my
Why don't
life.
you join my class?
If you'd like. I bet we could even manage the mission all by ourselves. Just the two of us.
I'd be down for that, Dad. Dad, can I go off to the remote village with a nice lady? Dad? That's nice of you. Dad! Dad, please?
Professor! A bit of a tease, are we? A girl could get used to this side of you.
Nice try, but I'll be going to the village as well. Enough nonsense. It's time to move out.
As you like. Goodbye, Gerald.
We've
Goodbye,
got 3 people here all with the same chest measurements. Right you are.
I'll be in my office making preparations. What about you? If you have the time, it would be helpful if you could go ahead and talk to the knights.
That sounded like a heartbeat.
Hey, what's wrong?
I just got a little dizzy, Dad. It's okay. I've never been flirted with by such a pretty lady before.
If anything feels off, return to the infirmary. No need to just grin.
Okay, bye.
Got it?
Ugh, what could have caused such dizziness? I felt it too.
Oh, that thing, that big gold thing. I don't know what that is.
Actually, I felt that way before.
No info on that, eh? Just felt that way before and seen. So I'm only gonna have 3 class days this time. Okay, instruct manually. Let's get to it. Instruct. Group tasks. These guys are still doing really well on their heavy armor skills. So let me see where everybody's at. There's a lot of people who actually have only 1 point of motivation now. That's good to me. That tells me that if I'm MVP, it only raises their motivation by a single point. I didn't know exactly how much it raised before. Does Manuela have an S support with S Kublis? She might. I don't know. So I could do Ash, Sylvain, Annette, Ingrid, Flane, and Catherine. That's 6 students. I only have 5 points. Yeah, man, it seems like there's definitely even if you don't get much for other class recruits, it seems like there's crazy good value in putting time towards professor activities like the meals and the choir and the stuff that specifically gives you professor level, because it gives you more points to instruct with and more points to do activities with. Is there anybody left with stars to get? There are, but oh right, Dimitri's already got his. Felix has his. Ash has his. Mercedes does not. Oh wait, Mercedes does have her bow. Okay. I don't think Annette has any. Ingrid doesn't have any. Flane has one in reason, but she's a new recruit. And Catherine's got nothing. So I could give something to Flane, but I don't know how much I'm going to use Flane. Thus, I don't know how important it is to get her instruction time. Definitely spending one on Sylvain, because he's got max motivation. Oh, he's also got a reason skill that I haven't maxed him out yet on. There we go. Unit now excels in the reason skill, and he got black magic avoid plus 20.
I didn't know I could do
Damn,
that.
nice. Okay, so we're gonna give you some teachings in riding.
Wow, I seem to be on a roll.
Since you're doing really well with your reason out in the field right now, magic is usually more valuable to me than just another lance shot. Still, I'll give you this one so you rank up. You get reason level 3.
Got it.
Another lance ability, and that's it. I definitely think I want to use Catherine because I've got plans for her to be a great knight, which means that I need her. I need the heavy armors. Catherine, learn the heavy armors.
Thank you for teaching me.
Learn the heavy armors.
I'm always
And a
improved.
little bit in riding. That's that. Annette has 4 points, so you get taught. Damn it, Annette, why are you so friggin' good at everything? You're a little prodigy genius. Learn some more axes.
I learned a lot.
More axes. First perfect.
Yes, that's
Okay, I'm used to getting a lot more of these than that.
I'll get the next one too.
Man, yeah, I may as well just get her to focus on the thing she's good at. I have no real intention to screw with Annette as a unit. She's got axes for her artifact weapon. She's got reason for magic that she's really, really good at, and she's got authority for, you know, just commanding squads.
Yes, that's it.
God damn it, Annette!
Yes, that's it.
Relax on all the perfects. Catherine the Great Knight? Catherine the Great, hey! Because you didn't joke around with Annette, she's got more E ranks than anyone else, I bet. Dimitri has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 E's. Dedu has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 E's. Felix has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 E's. Ash has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 E's. Sylvain's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mercedes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Annette, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not the most, actually. I think Ash has 8. Ingrid's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Flane is new, she doesn't count. Catherine's new, she doesn't count. Yeah, and she's about the same spot as everybody else when it comes to E's. Yes, I'm gonna make Catherine a great knight. Goddamn right, I'm gonna make Catherine a great knight. I have a mighty need for heavy armor. And Dedu's final class is probably gonna be a brawler, because he's doing really good with those knuckles. I have 2 points left. Flane has max, but goddamn, I don't know if I want to put any time into training her. I definitely want to put some time into my golden girl. Right, War Master. You're right. Golden girl Ingrid here.
Looks like I did it.
None of those were particularly great. I mean, you did get 1 perfect, so that's good. A little bit more sword work, okay? I didn't know what to do with Ash after Sniper until he was like, can I be a Wyvern Lord? And then I was like, oh! He has nothing in flying. I don't think I'm gonna put him on Wyvern. Get Flame's Reason Stars and then nothing more with her. That's true. I could train her for that. See what happens with it. Sure. I don't know if the game's only gonna limit me to like 10 units for forever or not. Oh, but then when I recruit the other guys too, yeah, I have so many heals already because I have Felix has access to a heal. Sylvain has access to a heal. Mercedes is a healer. Annette has access to a heal. Like, the last thing I need is another priest to train. Garland, don't tell me how much of stuff is left. Do not tell me those things. That's telling me when something in the game is gonna end, and that's a spoiler. What's the scrolling text underneath the thing say? No help, no spoilers. Judging based on the dialogue scenes we saw at the beginning of this chapter. Okay, fair then. No, I don't think I'm going to use Flame. I don't think I'm going to use her. She's already below a bunch of the other levels of my units. I might bring her along as like an adjutant or an extra healer when I need her, but I'm not going to put specific time into her. And more importantly, I'm not going to put instruction time into her. So yeah, sorry Flame. I'm going with Ash. Okay. If it was just a guess, then sorry for jumping on you. I have to be really defensive about anybody who's like coming at me with spoilers.
This will be useful.
And some lances, a little bit of riding. Cool.
I've learned a lot.
Group tasks, goals. Let's go back to goals. Dimitri's on axes and flying. Yep, you still focus on that. Dedu's on brawling and heavy armor. Good. I know he has enough heavy armor to actually become a Fortress Knight at this point. Maybe I should put him back on axes and heavy armor just because I think Fortress Knight needs a certain amount of axes to qualify, and then I can keep having him use fists in the field. Felix is on swords and reasons. Swords are only so that he can gain access to Mortal Savant later on. Ash is focusing on bows and riding to become that mounted sniper. Sylvain has got lances and riding so he can become the Black Knight or the Dark Knight. Mercedes, axes and heavy armor. I'm gonna get you there. I'm gonna get you to an armor knight, Mercedes. Annette, axes and reason. What about axes and fist? If there's anybody that's gonna max out the heavy armor skill, it's Didu because he has a specific attraction to it. So I want to know what the skills are that come out of it. And that's on axes and reasons still. That's fine. Ingrid on lances and flying, vying for versatility should be fine. Flame on reason and faith. Catherine on armor and riding. That's all good by me. I want Felix to become the Black Knight and make the whole game a whole lot easier. I'm making Felix a mortal savant. He's not getting on a horse.
I have a question.
Lectures about strategy or reason require so much focus I end up absolutely famished, but if I go to class after a big meal, I can't help getting sleepy. Bring along a snack. If you're sleepy, maybe you should get some sleep and do your best to concentrate. Foods!
What a wonderful idea.
Oh, I want Felix to become the Black Knight. I see. C+! Right on time for the next... exploration. What do you mean for supply of activity points for battles has increased? That's weird.
Professor?
You know, jousting is a popular sport in Fergus. The ladies love a guy who can joust. Speaking of, let's polish up my riding and lance skills. Update goals from focus on lance and riding skills to focus on lance and riding skills to excel as a cavalry class. Sylvain, what the fuck are you doing right now? Fine. I'll let you think that you have input on this. Sure.
I see. So you'll be staying here for some time then? Honestly, I'm surprised. I've heard it's been a few years since you last donated to the church.
That was merely because of the financial situation of my territory. I assure you it has nothing to do with my dedication.
This is a bad guy. This is a bad guy. He was talking to Mask Man.
By the way, Dimitri, isn't Edelgard currently enrolled at the Officers' Academy as well?
Yes, she's in the Black Eagle House. I don't believe she has any plans to leave anytime soon. Why not pay her a visit?
I may do just that. It's nice to stay in touch with my dear niece every now and
Ooh,
then.
related.
Of course, I'm also delighted that I was able to speak with my nephew as well. Whether through marriage or otherwise, family is family after all.
Of course. The feeling is mutual. Professor, if you were watching, you should have made your presence known.
Who was that?
That was Lord Arendelle, the regent for the Empire. He is also Edelgard's uncle.
Called you his nephew.
My stepmother was his younger sister. We are not related by blood, but he is technically my uncle.
I see. So you and Edelgard are cousins, and thus getting with her would be a little bit on the taboo, but maybe not because you're not blood related.
Yes. My stepmother was Edelgard's birth mother. Edelgard and I are siblings by marriage.
That's weird.
We can delve into that topic another time. For now, let's make preparations to investigate what's happening in that village.
2 hours passed when I should have gone to sleep. Guess I should go to sleep.
Dear.
Later, Pokegod.
The princess of the Empire and the kingdom's prince are kin. How very odd.
So that's why he was worried.
All beings are attached somehow to those who are their family. Yes, even I. I must have had a family too. I wish I could remember them. My family. I wonder who and where they are, and what they're doing now. In any case, about this Arendelle. You've heard that name before, correct?
The library in the office. I think the library.
Quite true. We came across that name within the library, right where the prince had been. I thought that Arendelle had died. And yet, not so. He seems alive and well. I wonder what the prince had hoped to learn from reading of his uncle's charity.
Ooh.
So many things the prince has yet to tell. How bothersome.
No, don't introduce Sothis to Sylvain. No, it's bad. Linhart's birthday. I don't give a fuck about Linhart, though. Oh, but hosting a tea party gives me charm points. Alright, fine. I don't know what you like. Take an almond tea.
I am happy that you invited me.
even though it interferes with
I don't give a fuck about your nap time. You're gonna take my tea, you're gonna like it.
Much appreciated.
We're gonna be charming, damn it.
Smells good.
Professor, Monastery Mysteries, the ideal relationship. Professor? No, that's not good. Working hours for guards, cats, children at the market. I don't have any idea what's up with this guy. Cats? Okay. Dreamy nights, guessing someone's age, books you've read recently. Books? Ugh, okay, just...
That was delicious. It feels good to relax. Well, I'm off to catch a nap.
Okay, cool. No charms? No charms.
This will be easy for the two of us.
I'm glad it's you.
Damn, yes. Keep going, guys. Keep going.
Not too bad.
What? Oh my god, that's the first time you've ever failed me, you two. Used to so much better from you.
Got it. Good
Dexterity +4. By not bringing me home 1,000 gold, they failed me, yes. Alright, seems like exploration is going to be a good idea to do first, but I'm just going to take a quick sec, refill my water, and put in some eye drops. I'll be back in a moment. I'll let you sit on the nice calendar music. Stables upkeep in Skywatch makes sense, but how does pulling weeds make you good at heavy armor? We've talked about this a couple times. I think it's just the idea of, like, toughening you up. Doing something kind of terrible and grueling for the sake of, like, arm strength, or just dealing with, like calluses. That's the best I can think of for that. Okay, I don't think anybody needs certifications right now. You're all doing pretty good at your current classes. Reason Faith gets a little bit of a upgrade on that. Ingrid, as a Pegasus Knight, is getting swords, lances, and flying. So lances get even more of a boost. Annette has a reason boost by double and a faith boost by 1. Mercedes has a faith boost by double and a reason boost by 1. Sylvain has reason boost by 2, faith by 1. Ash is an archer, swords 1, and bows. Dew is getting lances by 1, axes by 2, and heavy armor by 2. Dimitri, as a lord, has swords by 2, lances by 1, authority by 2, and of course I'm giving him axes. And Kublis, swords by 2 and bows by 1, and I'm giving her lances. Screwing with all of the class experience. One sec. Opening the window for some air. It might be better if I focus on their class thing for a while. But then how are they gonna get the skills to change to a different class later? Do some explorations. I have 6 points now. 6 points.
I do not know why it is so, but being here makes me feel quite unwell. I am so sleepy, and it is a struggle merely to stay conscious. Are you feeling the same?
I am not.
Why must you be so difficult? I know the entire contents of your heart and soul, so you should know there is no
It's
fooling
weird
me.
to me that you think I would be having trouble staying awake then, because I'm fine. Oh, item. Alright, tease. Now we can just spend another 2 hours running around accomplishing nothing. Sound good? Whee! This is where I remind people, if there's anybody who's like awake at this point and they want to join me and call to chat about stuff, I'm hanging out in an open chat over on my Discord. Each month I feel the urge to talk to literally everyone who isn't a white dot. Yeah, I talk to everybody too. Time to buy more gifts? You're right, yes, I need to work on those units.
Need something?
Yeah,
Professor?
time with this sweet little redhead right here. Buzz off, Hubert.
I was just asking Monica here to be less demanding of Lady Edelgard's time.
I'm not bothering her. Apparently he thinks you are.
This is my first time working with the Gerald, the legend known across the ages as the Blade Breaker. And I get to see him with my own eyes.
He's not that impressive.
That means I have to try my absolute hardest.
Just keep hooing. You'll impress him that way. This is a Brawling tournament. Recommended 16 or higher. The reward is Steel Gauntlets Plus. See, I think this gives me a Professor experience. So even if I don't need the Steel Gauntlets, I think I'm gonna drop a save and see how much it gives me for Professor level, because that's kind of worth it. I know I didn't do it last week because I said I didn't need the rewards, but now I'm thinking about Professor level. If I can get myself up to B or B+, it's like that gives me more stuff to do self-training and instructions. $48 versus $31. Yeah, dude, you're going down. I hope you know this. You've got a heavy armor knight to deal with here. Not so sweet, redhead. Good job to do. Oh, don't be dodging me. Beat you again. Good man. Good man.
Luck wasn't with you.
Riot Police is here. Coming in here with his giant shield. Do it again. I like the double hits.
Give up.
Double hits feel nice.
Yes, they do.
Hello, Video Game Guru. How are you?
Good.
Welcome to the Discord and welcome to the chat.
Yes. I didn't know this was open for anybody.
Yeah, you can pretty much leave it for whoever wants to chat.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm on the same story quest as you're doing right now. Like I'm at the same point in the game as you are.
Nice. I just realized that I almost got myself killed because I pounded A when you jumped in and didn't look at my health.
Oh no, sorry.
It's not your fault, it's on me.
Yeah, I'm playing as Black Eagles, and it's very interesting because they had no context to Edelgard being a cousin of.
Give up.
Dimitri.
That's the blue. That's the Blue Eagles.
Blue Lions.
Blue Lions, captain, isn't it?
Yes, Dimitri.
Oh yeah, they said nothing about that.
750G in prize money. Yeah, it's something as a professor level. It's not great.
Yeah, my professor level is only C, so it's not even C+.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to C+. The C+ was like just sort of skirting by there. Bringing heavy armor to the punch fight. Yup. Dude, I gotta like get my defenses up.
I'm just watching a stream. Did you get professor level for that?
Yes, I got ever so just a little bit, a tiny amount of professor level.
Hey there.
Okay. I think I'm just going through the day. Did you go and you're doing all the quests?
Yeah, I do the whole, like, I scan the entire area. I look in everybody's room for lost items, and like I gotta get all the things.
Me too. Don't worry, I do that too.
I'm C+ in Prof in the same months. So it seems like, yeah, you might be C, you might be C+. This seems like about the right spot to be.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna get C+ if I do the right events and everything, so...
I'm just happy that I got C+ literally right before I went running around, so now I have that 6th point to spend.
Yeah.
I spent it on a tournament, but now I still have the other 5.
Yeah.
Dimitri and Annette, support. Do the thing.
Your Highness, I have a little favor to ask of you.
Of course. How may I be of assistance?
Well, I was hoping you could tell me about my father. I imagine he was a very different man at home than he was at work.
Ah, so you wish to hear about the Gustav that I knew. As you know, he was a knight who served the royal family since my grandfather's reign. To me, he was a teacher of martial arts and tactics. He was
sorry.
He was also a very stern and strict instructor.
That doesn't surprise me. He was much the same at home. He'd chide us if we made mistakes, whether it was with cooking or even how we spoke.
Is that so? Funny. I suppose in front of his family he felt the need to demonstrate proper etiquette.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Wait, are you saying that's not how he was
Probably
around
not.
you?
Even all these years later, there's something I recall with perfect clarity. It happened in the autumn of my 11th year. Before the break of dawn, he woke me suddenly. Said he'd heard a disturbance and had me grab my bow. Then he set me and a fellow pupil loose on a dark mountain. Our only directive was to go catch a deer. As you well know, autumn in the capital is very cold. Now, imagine being up on the mountain at night with no idea what might jump out from the shadows.
That sounds like a way to get the prince killed.
That, in a nutshell, is the Gustav I knew.
I can hardly imagine that. He was completely different with me.
I recall one other defining detail. He used to speak of you at every possible opportunity.
No.
Really? What would he say about me?
Are you sure you want to know? There's one story he used to tell from when you were very small.
No, stop! It's probably too embarrassing to bear. Is it?
Perhaps.
Look, I'll promise to forget the stories he told me about you if you return the favor. Deal?
Yes, that seems the only thing to do. It's a promise.
Perfect. Just don't tell anything about embarrassing old stories. Dude, I can hear some talking in the background for you. Can you set on talk to voice? Or press to talk, or like set up a mic gate or something?
Can you hear some?
Yes, I can hear. I can hear that talking.
What talking?
I can hear what sounds like voices or echoes in the background.
Oh, that's probably my copy of Fire Emblem. Yeah, I'll turn it down.
It's okay. You should just set up the Discord voice gating. That's all, or like press to talk or something.
Yeah, but I don't want press to talk.
Well, then the voice gating. There's options for these things.
Well, how do I set up voice gating?
You go into your options, user settings, voice and video, and you change the sensitivity on your input.
Okay.
You can just set it a little higher so it won't pick up your background.
Higher? Okay. Let me see. This.
Oh, thing. Wild game. Okay, cool. Oh, another thing. Yay, things. Probably belongs to someone who favors the bow. Sup to do?
All this month, His Highness has been going out late into the night. He will not speak of it to me. Professor, do you happen to know anything?
I can't say I do. I have nothing. Maybe I can make him think
Lord
it.
Arendelle is here? That may well explain it. His Highness's headaches have been growing steadily worse. I would prefer that he retire to bed early.
So let me check the motivations. Roster to do, I believe, is pretty low right now. Yeah, he could use some boosts.
His Highness is...
So lost items, yours?
That is not...
Okay, good.
Oh.
Hey!
Hello?
Hello. Sorry. I'm
When
just
news reached us of the
testing.
disturbance, ours was the first unit dispatched.
Sounds
to the
good.
mire. We had renowned
Sounds good.
scholars and accomplished magic wielders with us. In all honesty, I was scared witless the entire time. For all we knew, it was an epidemic like the rumors suggested. Rumors aside, that place had an eerie air about it that chilled you right to the bone.
Yeah, I don't want to go to haunted places. Haunted places is scary.
They say that things rarely, if ever, go according to plan. Still, plan we must. After all, if we don't effectively force things to go our way, nothing will be achieved. How about you, Professor? Are you leading the life you envisioned?
Well,
for
I got
yourself?
hired here against my will, so not particularly, but thanks for asking. Thanks for pretending to care.
Professor. Hey, Professor. Can I get your advice on something? I just don't know what to do anymore. I used to think they were the best, but now I can't even stand looking at them.
It's okay to be worried. Time heals all wounds. I don't know what you're talking about.
But worrying about it won't solve my problems. What if I can never eat fish again?
Yeah, I figured it was about food. Any of these yours?
That is...
No. Okay, moving on. Not related to the stream, how'd you get into animation? I took a course in video game animation. Or sorry, in video game art. Like 3D modeling, concept work, character design, general design, texturing, 3D modeling, compositing. I got like the basics on everything. And I decided that animation seemed like the most fun and the most interesting to me, so that's where I chose to kind of put my focus. That's how I got into animation. Scent is popular among many. Okay, cool. What else is kicking around? I want to know where those things are that like give me just professor level for finding them. I don't think I found any of those last month.
You know, fishing gives you professor level 2.
I know, but I'm waiting on that. People said that there's a time when the pond turns golden and it's just best to spend all your bait then.
Congratulations on winning the
that.
Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Did you get a special reward? I certainly feel like I earned a special reward. Don't you,
What was
Professor?
it? Was it Mercedes' axe in your ribcage? Because you did get that a lot. Gifts, recruit, invite to tea. Yeah, there's a lot of things I can do here. Someone who's fond of art and someone who favors the bow.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry.
Oh, none of those. I don't want to ask her to recruit until I give her some more gifts, because I don't know if I'm actually any better off on that front. She wants charm and authority, I think, and I've still only got a C in authority and 20 charm. I guess I do have more charm than last time.
Well, I'm wondering, how many people have you recruited?
Only Catherine and Flame. That's it.
Only Catherine and Flame. Somehow I recruited, his name, He's on your team. With the wet hair.
Sylvain.
Sylvain. Somehow I recruited him in the 4th month.
If you're a woman, he just joins your team regardless. That's it.
Okay.
Professor, the Battle of the Eagle and Lion
that's how I
was
did
such
it.
good fun, don't you think?
Ignatz, how long are you going to keep harping on about the Battle of the Eagle and Lion?
Oh, come on, let me gush. Did you see how the house leaders came together after the battle? What an incredible thing to witness. Harmony, even after something so hard fought.
True. If they can keep playing nice, perhaps there will be peace in Fodlan after all.
Yeah, so I picked the house that I don't get a free recruit for. Well, I picked the blues where Sylvain is, and I picked a female, and Sylvain comes for that. So I didn't get a free recruit.
Yeah.
Belong to either of you guys? Don't
Professor
think so.
True.
On to the next room. Hello, Annette.
The librarian is always out and about these days. And just when I had some questions about a book I'd borrowed. Ugh, now I'm so curious about where he's gone off to. He better come back
Relax.
soon.
You'll find him again. I think Annette has is like completely tapped out right now. Because it just, no, she has half of her motivation. All right, well, I mean, I can try. Lost items? No. Thing lying around? Not in here. Okay, on to the golden deer one. Sorry, Black Eagles. A poster promoting Manuela the Miracle Songstress probably belongs to someone who looks up to her. That's probably Dorothea's, if I had to guess. Bullet. Expand the quest list. Catherine's request. There's a bunch of them here. Woo! Registrants, weapons, and stock.
I am so happy to be part of your class, Professor.
How did you do that?
Do what?
Expand the quest list.
There were so many quests that it collapsed them automatically.
Oh.
I honestly cannot recall the last time I
haven't,
interacted with others on a daily basis.
I haven't gotten
like
that.
this. It
Don't worry about
reminds
it.
me of when I was a child. That was so very long ago now.
I'm just gonna stick with the Blue Lion crew plus Flame, save my experience with the other guys for the 2nd and 3rd run. That's worth it if you want. So, that was so very long ago now. How long ago was that?
Oh, I mean very, 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 very
So
long
you
ago.
sound like you're multiple hundreds of years old. Cool. What else is kicking around here? You have an Umbral Steel if I wanted to get that. You have an Advanced Seal for 1800 gold, probably worth getting. You have another Advanced Seal for 1800 gold. Umbral Seal. Oh, right, I can send off some of my intermediates with these guys if I want to get some cash. Forgot about that. Let me see how much they charge for an Advanced Seal at the market, if it's available.
Welcome.
2,000. Yeah, so I
Please
could
come
definitely
again.
buy them for cheaper from these guys. I should probably do that.
Right.
Okay.
It's only a 200 gold discount, but that's something. Oh, I see a thing. Mixed vegetable seeds. I need to do the cultivating too. Plant harvest. Old map of Enbar belongs to someone with a connection of the Imperial capital in the past. Right. Snail said to catch fish. Belongs to someone who likes collecting coins. Sup,
I'm
Ash?
worried about Remire. That affliction is a little too mysterious for my liking. I'm pretty sure it's not normal.
I heard it's the work of a cursed specter.
Ah, come on, don't tease me. But what if it really was something like that? How could we hope to stop it?
Don't worry about it. I'd say don't worry about it, dude.
I'm worried.
Lost items? Fond of art, looks up to her. None of those are yours, okay. I don't think this is one of the days where the pond is gold, because it's not on the bulletin board. So that's a pain.
I'm going to catch me some
I
mighty
wanna do the
fish.
fishing.
Just you wait and see. I didn't catch a single fish last month. But this month, oh, this month,
Time to give up. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
I'm casting my line just as the captain taught me all those years ago. You're going with the captain to investigate Ramire Village soon, aren't you? It feels like so long ago that you two came
It's
here.
only 6 months.
Oh, this is mine. I thought it had vanished. Thanks. I owe you.
Great. Okay, cool. So that's one lost item down. All these doggos and you can't pet them. You can watch the cats flop, though. Flop. Flopping kitties, best kitties. Probably belongs to someone who frequently works outside. Hello, Casper.
Hey, Professor, did you see that my father came by during the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? He left soon after, but I saw him talking to Edelgard first. I wonder what they could have to talk about.
Empire business, maybe?
I guess that would make sense. He is the Minister of Military Affairs, after all. Still, though, I could have sworn those two
Doesn't have to get along just for the sake of, you know, a quick chat. It's fine. No, do not recruit you. I don't. Sorry, Casper. IDGAF about you.
Did you not? What do you not like about Casper?
It's not that I dislike him. He seems like a fine little snot. He's just not one of the people that I'm specifically chasing.
It's voiced by Ben Diskin.
I don't know who that is, and it doesn't matter to me. Okay. Ooh, pomegranates. Permanently increases dexterity by 1. I got some roses and some pitcher plants and some flower seeds. Plant. Pale blue flowers, white flowers, red flowers. Yep, just I don't do much with the food, so I don't need those anymore. May as well just do a bunch of flowers. Mixed red flowers, pale blue flowers, purple flowers. Good. Cultivate. Scatter some bone meal.
Casper is amazing, damn it.
Cool.
Thank you.
He's not one of the ones I'm chasing. That's all you gotta know. I have people that I'm interested in.
Sorry,
I don't believe you, Bernie. No, you don't.
How did you know?
Is there a reason why I can't hear Ryan through the call?
No idea.
Cool, Discord's doing a stupid thing again.
Give me a sec. Yeah, for some reason, Ryan just can't hear him.
Sorry, man, if you can't hear me.
Alas, 'tis no mere illness of the body,
You, mine either.
but a malign affliction of mine soul. So, back to bed.
I don't believe you, Bernie. Neither of you guys can hear me. If you guys... Okay.
Oh.
Testing. Hello, can you hear me? All right, if Discord's not working, then here, let me try something. Test. Try this. All right, no go. Sorry, guys.
So?
Yeah, if you got... Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still dead on my end. Hang on, I'm gonna reboot Discord.
I can't troubleshoot this every week, so I'm just typing out some messages here. Lost items. Favors the bow? No, I thought it was yours because it you favor the bow. There you go.
For this. Thank you so
That one's
much.
yours. Yeah, no, if Discord's being stupid, that's literally nothing I can do anything about. That's their service. And if people can't hear me, that's the service. Aberrant herring. Okay, so I'm just picking up more stuffs. I gave something new to Bernie, which is good. She really liked that. So what else is kicking around here? I'll go talk to the Southern Guard. I'm gonna do more item hunting. I should sweep by the gifts and buy the stuff that works for the girls that I specifically know their likes. This is someone who's acutely aware of their nobility, so a douche nozzle. It's fine.
Professor. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, except that Tomas departed the monastery and has yet to return. Consider that reported. He's been gone for periods of time before and has always returned, so I'm not too worried. Still, I wonder what in the world he's doing out there.
Probably kidnapping maidens and chopping them up. I mean, what? How did I completely avoid Manuela in there?
What do you require?
Dismissed. Do I have anything else that I can sell off here? I got some weak-ass Saros mercenaries, but they're still at level 1. I need the Pegasus Co for Ingrid. The Sacred Monks are for Mercedes, so she's got a heal. The Merchant Military, with their poison, is maxed out now. I thought I had another one that had fire, but maybe I sold them off. I'm not using the poison too much, so I'll sell this. The Holy Monks with their movement are too good. I have to keep them. Replenish everybody else.
Farewell.
Okay, items.
Welcome.
Wait, you're not the one that I want. Chest keys, pure doors, seals, leather. Ooh, a steel shield? +3 to protection.
Please come
Damn,
again.
that could be nice.
Hello there.
Got good baits, you got good teas. Okay, fishing float. I know that Leonie will love this, so let's get that. Gemstone beads are good for embroidery and handcraft. That's good for Bernie. Hunting dagger is for Petra, who enjoys hunting. Whetstone maintenance, that's for Leonie. A stylish hair clip will be good for Dorothea. Training weight is good for Leonie. Tea leaves, skip on that one. Exotic spices, traveling, cooking, tactical thinking. I think I could skip those ones.
Return soon, please.
Okay.
Hey, welcome.
We have a floral adornment, which is going to be good for Marianne. Tasty baked treat is for Sweet Toots. I can maybe give it to Lysithia. It's only 100 G's. Smoked meat lover would appreciate it. Petra.
You have a good eye.
Watering can is for gardening. Skip on that. Fashionable men. Those who love animals and cute things. Yep. Armored bear stuffy for Bernie. Horseback riding. I didn't find who loves the riding boots, so I don't know if that's worth buying. Reading and admiring knights. Legends of chivalry. That'll be good for Leonie or Bernie.
You have a good eye.
Goddess statue's good for Marianne. I mean, I only gave a 1 to Marianne, so I'll skip on that. Ceremonial sword, I think, was good for Leonie.
You have a good eye.
So I'll drop it. I'll drop the 1,000 G's. Yeah.
Come again.
A lot of money. I really want to get these girls on my team. Hey, Manuela.
I know
you figure medicine and magical healing are two ways to do the same thing, but it's way deeper than that. Medicine is all about preventing infection and suppressing symptoms with, well, medicine. That's probably obvious. But magical healing is focused on closing up wounds faster, raising a body's vital energy. Stuff like that.
Ferdinand and Dimitri like the riding boots. Yeah, but they're already on my team, so I don't care about wooing them. And yeah, like I say, thanks for trying to join, guys. If Discord's being stupid, then we'll try again another time. I appreciate you trying to jump in and keep me company. Interesting. I can ask her to recruit, finally. Any of these yours?
No.
I mean, I do really want to recruit Manuela.
Hello, Professor. I know that look in your eye. You want to ask me a favor. You want me to help out with your class,
Please.
Right? You just say the word, and I'll help however I can.
Fantastic! Yay! Come join me.
Don't worry about it. You're just starting out as a teacher, right?
Yeah, it's true. I'm really starting out. I'm not sure what's the best way to do it. But like the classrooms are all full up with students right now. How about we go back to my room? You can do some tutoring. There, away from the prying eyes.
It's only natural for those of us with more experience to help the younger generation.
Yes, please. I do love an experienced woman. I mean, Manuela's gonna work with you. Yay! I got another recruit, even though it's a professor. It's not one of the students, though, and I need me some young meat.
Maybe.
I'm not gonna correct that statement. Aren't any of these yours? Nope. Hey, that one's mine. Yeah, I'd love to join you. Yes. Roster. Okay, well, now we got Manuela on the team. Her age is a secret. It's not question mark, it's secret. She's another fucking priest. Why am I surprised? She's a healer. Of course she'd be a priest. 14 strength, 14 magic, 13 dex, 16 speed. Not bad on the stats. Comes with an intermediate seal again. Infirmary Master. Adjacent allies gain crit avoidance plus 10 during combat. Ooh. Heal, white magic heal plus 5. Sword prowess, faith. Comes along with some sacred monks. You have sword skills. You have a B in faith immediately. You've also got flying. You might be able to be good as like a flying healer. No, wait. Pegasus Knights can't use magic. Booey. You do have ward. Grants an ally res plus 7. And silence. Maybe. Yes, nobody's ever gonna die with all these healers. And all things considered, I would way rather use Manuela than Flame. I should just... I'm a 30-year-old single dude, alright? I like flirty girls. I like flirty women. I like older characters in games. Has anyone lost a life? Mercedes is the only person that has died so far. Ingrid went down in the mock battle, but it didn't count as a death, so, I'm not counting it as a death.
Hello there.
Manuela's a really good unit. All right, cool.
Professor, the tournament fish, and the meal we indulged in after the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, why, all of the food I've eaten in this monastery has been absolutely delectable. Every last bite.
Wish I'd had a cafeteria. Oh, people paid to cook stuff.
Food really is the only thing you think about, huh?
Hardly. I think about all sorts of things.
Oh, like tomorrow's menu, for instance?
What's your quest, guys?
I have a request.
My father's been curious about your competence as a fighter. After all I've seen, I don't see the need to test you, but he insists you show me your skills in a mock battle with troops from House Froldarius. Kingdom Youth's a hunting dagger. I don't know if that's necessary. The renown of only 200 points is kind of low. And not worth spending a week on IMO. Felix and Ingrid could both use motivation. So did this belong to either of you guys?
Oh.
So what's over in this direction?
A moment, please.
No. I don't know you. You're a stranger to me. Stay back. I'd rather hang out with the stray kitties. I really want to like Felix, but he's all just edgelord, swords, and boar. I like him because he's prickly as hell, but he's on your side. I enjoy people that are like not just getting along with everybody. You picked up a book of Christological mysteries. It looks valuable. Someone might want this. Maybe you should ask around. Someone with a passion for the topic might like this. Well, that's definitely Hanneman.
Of the 4 or 5 years since I started here, this is certainly the busiest.
Awesome.
It was 4. I've been here 5.
Ah, what's a year here or there? Don't be petty now.
No, I
Shamir.
have to maintain seniority over you.
You count your enemies the same way.
If I take care of them quickly, what does it matter how many there are? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to ignore you, Professor.
Hammy, damn it.
As you were
Not
saying,
Hammy.
it's been a busy year.
Annie.
There never seemed to be enough hands for the work.
That reminds me. Do you have that thing? If you do, we want it.
What?
Want? No. We need it. Give it to me, not
This
her.
is... What am I getting pulled into here?
Hey now. I'm the one who brought it up. We may be friends, but that's just rude.
Catherine and Shamir seem to want a two-toned whetstone.
I have a favorite.
You have that
house.
thing? If you find it, give it to me. Not Catherine. Understood. I'll get a whetstone, I'll get renown, I'll get silver bow. Shamir's response.
Of the 4,
it was. You can't.
If I take
As you were. Want?
Hey now.
Request.
Hey you. Do me a favor.
Can't stress this enough. Give it to me, not Shamir. A silver sword. Oh, depending who I give it to, I'll get a thing. I'll get either, a silver bow or a silver sword. Well then, I want Shamir in the party too. I do too! Honestly, a silver bow would probably be more valuable since silver swords are... Well, I know it's lighter than a steel sword. I might be able to find more uses for that. However, giving it to Shamir would boost her, her like with me, which might make it easier to recruit her? However, then she'd just sit in the party and not do anything. If I give it with Catherine, she might build support, and I can use that. Where am I running? Right, I want to check with Ingrid. Not Felix, Ingrid.
You know, Professor, why...
Oh.
No. 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 No.
Dang.
No.
Black Eagle got her.
What?
Got Shamir?
Of the 4,
it was. You can't.
If I
As you were. Want?
Hey now.
Yeah, I don't have the thing yet, so I definitely can't do it.
Of the
You can't.
If I
As you want?
Hey now.
It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not.
She's definitely got a nice portrait and a nice model, and it's like nice and just darkly colored. It's a very intriguing character look. Also, I am just such a fucking... I'm weak for short black hair. It is such a shortcut into my, just like, love section of my brain.
Hey!
Aesthetically gorgeous to me. You have the recruit option for Shamir, yes, but I also haven't done any supports with her, so it would only tell me what she wants, and I think what she wants is levels and bow skill.
Professor.
You're right, though, in that I'm probably not gonna get it this time, so I can check.
Of the
It was.
If I
As you.
I'll wait until I come back with the quest. No, I should do it now. No, but if I wait till I come back with a quest... Alright, quest. When I come back with a quest, not before.
Professor,
Probably belongs to someone who leads a complicated love life, which would be not you. I thought you were Sylvain for a second. You have the thing.
Professor, what have you got there? That's... my goodness, that is just what I've been looking for. I can offer nothing more than this, but I do ask that you consider trading with me.
Get that shrug out of my chat. Short black hair is the best hair. No. Fine.
I am in your debt, Professor.
Tome of Comely Saints. Someone might want this? Oh, you got me running around in a trading quest now. I see.
I'm not sure.
Alright, none of those are yours. Moving on.
Professor, tell me, is this about Remire? There are more villagers acting strangely today than yesterday. Knights have been dispatched, yet the underlying cause is as yet unclear. And the most anyone can do is stand back and watch. It is most distressing. Professor, what do you think about all this?
Some kind of conspiracy? Punishment from the goddess? I think it's a conspiracy, honestly.
In that case, we should strengthen the guards. If you visit the village,
yeah,
Professor,
Kaiser knows.
Please, take care.
Any of these yours?
No. 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 No.
No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No.
Professor, I'm sorry to ask this of you, but I would deeply appreciate it if you would promise to keep my association with Edelgard.
Why?
It is a complicated history, what she and
all right,
I
that's
share.
that's fair.
Lost.
I'm trying to ask around, you bastard. What are my skills at? Cubeless. See, I kind of want to train myself in riding, but at the same time, if I can get those two on my side, I don't have to train myself in riding anymore. At the same time, I think I should give myself one riding training right now, because it's important to two people. And if I do this, I'll get a C. So, cool. Oh my god. Oh, hell yes. Riding skill gave me dexterity +4. That's worth it. That's worth it on its own. Dexterity affects hit rate and critical hits. I can just, like, boost it even more. That's fantastic. Hell yes.
Okay.
Dexterity +4 is a real nice skill. Anyways, I have a C in riding now, which should be good for both Petra and Marianne? I know two of the girls on my list wanted riding, so I've got it now. Once the lost items started to get silly and obscure, I just looked up a guide. I like running past everybody and just saying, is this yours, this yours, this yours, this yours, this yours? Nope, bye.
I thought we might make it through last month in peace. But no, another incident just had to arise.
Always.
If only this debacle had to do with crests. What?
Yes, if it had to do with crests, I'm sure you'd just be Superman flying in with your massive knowledge of libraries and books and just be like, no, it's this thing over here. And then everybody would bow at your feet and be like, oh, your big throbbing brain is so potent and oh, it's giving me the love juices. And that's what you dream about every night, isn't it, Mr. Hammy?
Hi.
I know you. Type. Right, I was gonna buy the advanced seals over here. Edelgard? Why are you talking to Edelgard? Advanced seal. Yep. Go ahead and buy me one of those. Local specialty item has been purchased. This is the Beetlejuice of Hanneman. Heavy armor Edel. Right? Oh, Dimitri is like really close to wanting to do this with his stats too, but this is nice. I like this. All right, let's do the running around thing. 4-person recon. There's always one of them right here. Not even kind of hiding. Sense a nearby presence. This way?
Professor. Professor.
Not shit.
Professor.
They said a nearby presence from out here. Can't be Flane. Are you hiding in here? This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. God, you're right. Ah, how did I miss that? I like that. I like Lord class greater than Hero class Edel. Hero class Edel sounds like it'd be pretty nice too. Oh, don't hide inside the rooms. Don't hide in the rooms. Where, though, where? Hey, sense a nearby presence, come on! I feel like I'm gonna fail this. With 9 seconds left, yeah, it's just, I'm not making it. Phooey. Well, no reward for me this time. You earned a moderate amount of prestige. Okay, I got something. Meant Lord to Hero. Oh, Lord to Hero class. I see. Come on back, Mercedes. Your faith in improved this time. Dang it, I thought... I wanted you to go out and get me some axe skills. Mercedes, go do it again. Local specialties. I've got some training gauntlets. Take these with you. As for recons, let's set you right in here. Right behind the blackboard. Good. Okay, that's that wrapped up. Oh, wait, before I go too far, seems like Manuela wants this second thing that Hanny gave to me.
Hey, please, could you let me have that? Here, I'll give you this in return.
Okay.
Fantastic. Thanks, Professor. You have no idea how happy this
Tome of
makes
Comely
me.
Saints? Okay. I got a fire amulet. And somebody up near the monastery wants that. Okay. Before we go too far, Bernie,
What is it?
I have gifties for you. Embroidery and handicraft.
Thank you.
And then I think I bought one of those big animals, didn't I? Yeah, armored bear stuffy.
Wow, thank you so much.
Good. I hope you appreciate all the time I'm putting into loving you. Kublis currently has D+ in bows. Yeah, so that's probably not enough to woo her just yet. If I spend some professor time training to see, I could probably snag her this recruitment session.
Hello.
So when we get down to how to spend the professor time, we can have that discussion again.
I heard about Remire Village from some of the knights. It's certainly troubling. If it's a contagion, we at Garrick Mock should be on the lookout as well.
Yeah, I'll handle it. I don't believe it is.
Oh? Well, that's better. But I wonder what the real cause could be. Your words are oddly persuasive, Professor. Even if they're not exactly based on
Look
anything.
into my soulless eyes. It's not a contagion. For me, at least, I would still focus on Kublis' hidden skill. Training in the faith. Should I do the choir practice again then? Because that gives me professor level and also trains some people in it gives me support boost, it trains some people in faith, gives me authority levels, which would work towards Dorothea, and it gives me professor levels. That's a lot of good stuff.
For me? I love it! For me?
I wouldn't train her stats though. Her stars though. You're right.
Yeah,
but it seems like it does so much good stuff that I should do it.
The story goes that it was in
Hello.
I have a bunch of people that could use faith for one reason or another. Sylvain could use a little bit of faith to work towards getting that heal spell. So he's down, then I could get somebody that I want to train my supports with. If you need more support boost for one of the potential recruits, go for it, otherwise it's not that helpful. But it does so much! I would have rather done the choir than the tournament. I feel like the tournament was a bit of a waste again. Owl feathers, good. I can spend a session at Rhea, training in the faith though.
Professor, do you ever wish you could return to your life as a mercenary?
I do.
I thought you might. Traveling the world, just you and Gerald. How lovely it must have been. It was in Remire that you first met Alois and the rest of his order.
Were
Was
we
it not?
there?
Half a year has come and gone since then. How quickly time passes.
Alright, teach me in faithies, please. Faithies! It's only a good. I did get my second star, so I'm working towards it. Someone who likes writing stories might be Bernie's, but I think I already gave her a thing, so probably not. Am I interrupting something, Dad? Can't believe you two.
Professor, Captain Gerald just told me. Remire Village is in a bad way, right?
The situation there is worrying, yes. But tell me, how was your vertigo?
Still a little unsteady.
Are you not feeling okay? You should get some rest.
If you must go to the village, make sure you're in good health before we depart.
I suggest we suplex Leonie. I would be all down for that. It would probably impress her. There's supposed to be a quest in here. Do you have a quest?
Professor,
Why no quest?
Someone. Oh,
Oh,
that's
good.
mine. Thanks so much for finding it. Someone.
Support? Ooh, I could get one with Lysithia now because I gave her some sweetsies. Okay.
Professor.
I'm talking to you. I did buy some stuff for you. You wanted the fishing float.
Wow.
You enjoy the weight training.
Wow, this is great.
Okay, cool. That's all I'm gonna give you for now. Oh, you had the quest, okay.
Professor, I picked this up, but... Oh hey, it worked out perfectly. Want to trade me what you're holding for it?
Sure.
Thanks, Professor. This is great.
Glowing stone. Maybe you should ask around. Okay. Are any of these things yours?
The knife, I'd sure... Then again, I don't know. Serving Lady Rhea here is pretty
I did
good.
talk to my dad, video game guru.
I don't know.
Hey, that one was yours.
I don't...
Running. Running down the hallway. Sup,
I
Sylv?
wonder how Remire Village
Why are
is
you up
faring.
here?
Hopefully we're not dealing with some new epidemic. It wouldn't be unheard of. Almost 20 years ago, a terrible plague blazed through Fargus.
It even hit the capital city, taking the queen consort's life. Or so I heard. The whole kingdom was in an uproar over that loss. The person who saved the kingdom wasn't a doctor, but a holy woman, the fair Lady Cornelia. After that, she was awarded the honor of being a mage in the service of the royal family. She sounds like an amazing woman, but she must be pretty old by now. But hey, maybe she's aged like a fine wine.
Fine wines don't really get that much better. I mean, they might, but... I used to work at a liquor store. I heard some stories about wine and wine tasters. It turns out most of them... they're not intentionally full of shit, but they're actually full of shit, because there's no way to taste the difference between qualities of wine. All pretty friggin' similar.
Oh, that's mine. Oh, thanks, Professor. You really saved the day.
Motivation increased. Good, nothing is hanging out in here. Okay, so what else exists on the other side of the hallway? Can I actually get into this final room yet? Please let me into this room. I want to get into this room. They'll open it for me eventually. I know they will.
Hey, you.
Right.
So many riots.
I fear I may become a social recluse soon. My life consists of wearing a groove in the floor between the library and the dining hall. Although I guess a real recluse wouldn't leave their room, eh?
Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about it, man.
That's not.
Okay, well, I only have 4 lost items now, so should be able to go through them pretty quick. Although, alternatively, I'd love to pick up more.
What in the world is happening in Remire Village? I hear even the knights have been dispatched. I hope it's nothing too serious. After all, that's where we first met. I have valued memories of the place.
Sure you do, Snakeman. Wait, more support? No, it's just the one with Lysithia. Oh yeah, I got one with Cyril too, huh? Okay. Wasn't expecting that. May as well do some porting. Let's go do the extra support stuff.
Right.
Open up! Open the doors! Oh god, let me out! Curious to know how Lysithia's doing. Hi, Lysith.
Honestly, what do they all take
I don't know,
me
a
for?
tiny pixie girl?
I'm fine. Perfectly and completely fine. It's hardly different from daytime. I'm not scared.
You seem a little scared.
Ghost! Hang on. Professor? Is that you?
What are you doing?
Oh, I left something in the dining hall, so I'm on my way to fetch it. But you don't need to come with me or anything like that. I'm fine on my own. Really.
I don't know. It was only like 2 months ago that girls were getting kidnapped. But, you know, I wasn't planning on it.
You weren't? Oh, apologies for making an assumption. The truth is, everyone I come across asks if I'd like some company. They all seem to think I'll be scared wandering alone at night. So rude and presumptuous, you know? I'm perfectly capable of being on my own.
You did scream at me and you thought I was a ghost, so that's one thing. Good evening then. Bye-bye.
Hey, Professor, wait! I thought it might be nice to walk and talk together to the dining hall. Shall we? To be abundantly clear, this has nothing to do with my non-existent fear
Nothing
of
at all,
ghosts.
I'm sure. Fine. Fine.
Oh, you must be bored. Fantastic, then. Do you mind, filling the void with some chatter? Some find silence to be a bit unsettling after all.
Some, not me. Not me, not at all. I'm more worried about you, really. What would you have me say?
Okay, I confess. I am scared of ghosts. The monastery is unnerving to me at night. So, can we talk about something, please? Anything. I've noticed for quite some time now, you treat all your students equally, don't you?
For the most part, yeah. Some more equal than others, like Ingrid and Dimitri.
You've never treated me differently simply because I'm younger than the others. And I've always appreciated that.
You're younger? You're also one of my students?
Isn't it rather obvious? I'm roughly 2 to 3 years younger than the rest of the class. Have you just not been paying close enough attention to those you teach? That's poor form for a professor. Oh, there! I found what I was looking for. Well, I'd better be on my way now. Good night!
Man, what a colossal waste of my time. That was fun. Sport level C. Okay, cool. Now Cyril. Cyril hanging out up here. Hey, kitty. Hey, Meow. Continuously bopping himself up by the window. He loves that window. He's like on my bed all night staring out.
Professor.
Yeah, what's up? I still don't know anything about you and why you're here. Aha! You're a little mystery boy with orange eyes that the game clearly tells me is important because I have a support with you.
You're always nosing around places, aren't you, Professor? Can be real hard to find you
sometimes. And yet you just wear rags. Something the matter?
Well, yeah. I wouldn't have been running all over the place looking for you if stuff was normal. Do you remember how Lady Rhea asked you to come to the office this evening?
No, I don't.
Well, she told me that I should come to let you know that today's a bad day for doing that, and you should go and see her tomorrow instead. That's pretty much everything I needed to say, I think. Oh, except to ask you if you've seen Sedith around anywhere.
Nope. No idea where he is.
Okay, I'm supposed to tell Sedith the thing Lady Rhea told me to tell you, but he's hard to find.
Want me to tell him for you?
Nah, I'll find him myself. But if you see him, then find me, please, and tell me where you saw him, okay? Because then I'll know.
This sounds like just such a giant game, unnecessary game of, like, telephone.
I'll be in the stables if you need me. Gotta put out the fodder before it's the next kid's shift. Don't want her thinking I left my work for her to do. Oh, but if I'm not in the stables and you need to find me, I'll be at the forest up north, because there's a bunch of logs lying around up there. I figure I ought to chop them up, or else someone might trip on a log, or we might run out of firewood. And if I chop, then it'll save other people time. If it looks like I'm done there, then the quarters need to be swept. So if you see Sedith and you need to find me, then I might
stop telling me all of the places around the entire, like, west side of the country that you might be if I need to find you. Just stop doing it. So many... Sit down.
Nope. This is my job. I'm not giving it to anyone else because it's mine and I'm gonna do it. Besides, if you help me out, Lady Rhea might give me an earful.
What, are you a slave child?
I don't know why, but Lady Rhea sure does seem to like you. She's always worried about what you might be doing or not doing.
Is that so?
Oh yeah, not that it's any of my business. Anyways, Lady Rhea asked me to do some jobs, so I'm doing them all. Even some she didn't ask for, but I know need doing, so I'm doing them. End of story.
But why, though?
And remember, if you see Sedith around, come find me and tell me where you saw him, yeah?
It'll be tough to find you.
Huh? But I just told you where I'd be. If I'm not in the stables, I'll be at the forest. If I'm not, oh,
yeah,
I
yes,
see.
Thank you.
You're right. I'm all over the place, huh? I don't want to waste your time, Professor, so if you see Sedith, how about you tell him I was looking for him, and then tell him all the places I'll be?
This is so much garbage to remember. Why? You're not making me like you.
Then he can spend his time looking for me instead of you. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. A real good plan. Let's do that. See you later, Professor.
Please extricate him from my life, from this monastery, from everything. Why is he's such a... Seems like such a waste of time. I don't get why I should care in any way. He just sort of showed up. And can have a support level, but I don't know why.
How are you feeling, Professor? You look rather ill, if you don't mind my
I do
saying
mind.
so.
I'm gonna push you off this bridge now. Bye.
Are you sick? If so, I would urge you not to push yourself too hard. Take some rest.
What an unexpected kindness.
What is that supposed to mean? Never mind. If you're not feeling well, you should stop trying to walk it off and simply lie down.
Aware of your nobility?
Oh, most kind. Thank you for bringing this
Actually
to me.
got that one right on the first try. Awesome. Moving on.
Really?
So there's a quest of some kind, a new one down this way. What's up? I know it's inappropriate to write love letters to someone in her position, but I can't help the way I feel. It's only inconvenience. Could you deliver this? Perhaps you can figure out who the writer was referring to when he said someone in her position. I mean, sure. I can just rely on the game to tell me where to take it. Still no more lost items, eh? No, don't tell me you want to steal my girl too.
Hello, Professor. What's that you've got there? Would you mind trading it with me?
Oh no,
for
she's
this?
part of the trading quest. Good.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll be sure to take great care of it.
Path of Dawn. Okay. Are these all like references to past Fire Emblem games? Because there was the fiery stone of some kind. There's Path of Dawn, which sounds like Path of Radiance or Radiant Dawn. There's the glowing stone, which could have been sacred stones. Anybody know? Anybody have a hint?
Did you?
Sounds like it might be.
Oh, goodness. Is something the matter, Professor? You look a little pale. Please be careful. It's so easy to catch a cold this time of year.
Path of Stone could be Sacred Stone plus Blazing Sword. Maybe.
You do not look well. Are you sure you aren't coming down with a cold or some
No,
other
don't
ailment?
make me sick.
Please, visit a doctor before your situation worsens. I suppose the infirmary is also an option, though when I went there the other day, I was unable to receive medical guidance, as Professor Manuela was drunk and fast asleep on the floor.
My new recruit. Gonna use the shit out of her. No, but I just said I don't have room for a priest with Flane. Now I have to justify the double standard of wanting to make space for Manuela, but not Flane. I feel like I can do it if I think hard enough. Oh god, you are so far away from everybody, Petra. This is a place of mysteriousness.
This is a place of mysteriousness. I have awareness of how much difference every part of the world is. In a place alike to this place, you can imagine the goddess of Fodlan truly existing. At times I miss those places in Bridget. At times, I am missing those places so
No. I want to huggle her. Any of these yours?
This is not... This is...
No. Okay, gifties. Meat.
This is giving me great joy.
Manuela has boobs, Flane does not, therefore Flane is better. Wrong, Hollow. Strike that, reverse it. Gardening, weapon maintenance. Right, that was also for Leone. Tea aficionados, fashionable women, reading Remire, not also for Leone. I have so many gifts for Leone. Appreciated by everyone, weapon collectors, bitter flavors, like flowers. I have so many roses.
You have my... You have...
But Flane has floofy hair. She does, she has the floofiest hair, but she also sounds like a robot and is apparently very, 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 very old. 2 notes. You can always put on more clothing when it's cold, but you can only remove so many layers in the heat. How does one survive a hot summer? Focus on reading, take a refreshing dip in a cool watering hole, spend your days underground away from the sun. Reading. Okay, cool. I did not place that was Edelgard, but yay. It's been a turbulent year. Wow, what a fucking... How do you expect me to solve this? Bad times help us enjoy the good times. Some years are like this. Steal yourself by spending some quiet time alone. I figured that one was gonna be Shamir.
During the Red Wolf Moon, wild monsters make ready for the winter to come, stirring more than at any other time of the year. You are off for Remire Village, isn't that right? Watch your step on that journey. May the goddess protect all of you.
Manuela's just like also a funner and more interesting character to me than Flame. Flame has some mysteries to her, but I like just the goofy upfrontedness of Manuela.
Pardon me.
Okay, there's another quest up here for me.
Need something. See you again soon.
You.
What is it? I'm in the middle of my daily duties. I assume you know by now that the four saints are all-important figures in the teachings of
I
Seros.
will take your word for it.
Still, I have a particular fondness for Saint Sethlene. I have
Just
something
between
to
us, many
ask of
students have disappeared. If you happen to learn anything pertinent, please inform me quickly and discreetly. I can do that.
I have something to ask of you. Yes. I'm sorry.
Okay, cool. That's all good. What renown do I have? I only have 300 points. Yeah, the renown is like really hard to come by now. And that tells me that I only got 300 from the tournament, which is not that good of a payday for... I guess it's better than like 200 for an entire week of battle. So that's fair.
Hey.
Missing student poster. It says a student disappeared a few nights ago. Okay, well that's convenient. Oh, right. I still have to check all of this area. Forgot about this area. Hey, Marianne.
Professor? It's about that thing you have there. If it's not too much of a bother, would you trade it for this?
Sure.
Thank you so much. I'll treasure it forever.
And now I get medicinal eye drops. That might just be a straight reference to Legend of Zelda, honestly. But I don't see how it has to do anything with Fire Emblem.
What's this? What's this?
Gifts. You enjoy the things like the animal stuff, right? And that's about all I've got for you.
Oh, thank you.
There, take a flower. Nervous, talk to girls.
Good day, Professor. Well then, I should go.
Cool, good talk. Now, what are you doing over there? It's all buffed up in the window, looking at something in the corner. Gotta pay some attention to him. Not like stop the stream and go pet him or anything. I'm wondering what he's doing. Might be something outside that he's looking at. He's really like fuffed up.
Remire Village. Is that not where you met Edelgard? If you had not been there, something terrible could have happened. Did one of the house leaders know that mercenaries were staying in Remire Village? I wonder. It will remain a mystery for now. All we can do at this point is
That
speculate.
was 6 months ago, man.
How could...
Alright, pass by on you. Nothing in here. Claude's room, giant mess. Felix's room, nothing here. 2 more. Dimitri's all clean, and Sylvain has nothing. Okay.
Hey there.
So that's the whole place, scanned and looked through. Let's go do some more quest turn-ins and then figure out where to spend the remainder of the time.
That's a nice thing you have there, Professor. Don't suppose you're planning on using it
Totally
yourself.
am.
Why don't you trade it for this? Sounds excellent doing business with you, Professor. I've always wanted to say that.
Two-toned whetstone. Gotcha. Now I can go turn it in. So... Catherine and Shamir. Who gets the whetstone? Who gets to be whet? Shamir's on my... Catherine's on my team already. I'm thinking about Shamir. I could recruit Shamir, or I could build support with Catherine.
Hello.
Whether or not I get Shamir, I know that Catherine has a spot as a great knight. So what do? Anybody? Anybody have any inputs?
A moment, please.
Shamir, vote Shamir. All right, people want Shamir. I guess I could maybe use the silver bow. That's true.
You brought it, Professor? Hand it over and I'll make it worth
I vote
your
Shamir
while.
and votes in hopes of recruiting her.
How? You can't even afford your own drinks. Give it here. You won't regret it.
Excuse me. I asked first. Why don't we let the Professor decide?
Here you go, Shamir.
Her? What a letdown.
I'm sorry, Catherine. I'm being wooed by people in a meta sense.
You made the right choice. Here's your reward. I'll let you borrow it later, Catherine, if you quit
Love her
sulking.
smarminess. Well, she's not really smarmy, but she's just like very sharp looking.
Thanks.
Awesome. Renown increased. Good.
It's not.
So what do you want for recruiting?
Working hard, aren't you? I'll admit, I'm impressed. I can assist with any
Okay,
tasks
done.
or help with your
Done.
students.
She's here. She's
Honor.
on my team already.
I'm available anytime I'm not on a mission with the Knights.
Okay, cool. Also got Shamir now. Roster. What's up with her? Look at all these fantastic, like, ladies. Lady recruitments. Every single person I brought onto my team is a lady. Flane, Manuela, Catherine, and Shamir. Headcanon, Shamir, and Catherine are a couple. Please. You have a lance, you have a bow at A rank. Oh, God. And you hate the faith. Probably good to get her to become a cavalier for a little while, because that will let her practice on her riding skills. I think the only thing is that if it was a cavalier, then I'd have to also get her to learn lances, and I don't really want to do that. Then we got Shamir, who has an intermediate seal, an iron bow, monster blast, heavy draw, curve shot, survival instinct, which is if a unit initiates combat and defeats foe, grants strength, magic, dexterity, and speed for 1 turn. Good lord. Kill shots. Bow fair, attack plus 5 and using a bow, bow range, lance prowess, bow prowess, authority, Saros archers. Effective against flyers, range of 2 to 3. Alright, she seems fun. Interests: silence, concealing her presence, likes, archery, throwing weapons, gambling, and paychecks, dislikes, spiders, centipedes, and smooth talkers. does she have a support with Sylvain? Please. I'm surprised Shamir's a sniper. I expected assassin. Yeah, I could see that. Anyways, now that I have her, real talk. Can I drop Ash? Now that I have somebody that I'm interested in as a character, do I really need to maintain this other person who's been working on bows? Do I really need to? I'm gonna argue that I probably don't need to. Only problem is that professors don't seem to be able to join you on, like, end of mission stuff. So she's limited in her availability. But I do also have Kublis, who has bows. Ash can at least open chests, but I also have Kublis, who can open chests, currently. And I have an abundance of door and lock keys already.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Iron Shield, Concoction, Renown, nice.
Need something.
I have 700 points now,
See
not
you
enough.
again soon.
Compare their stats if you must. Okay, roster. We check on Ash, who is a level up. Let's keep that in mind. Yeah, why do they have to be so friggin' far away? He has 33 HP with HP plus 5. So he's actually at 28. 28 HP, 17, 12. 35, 18, 8. 19, 17, 15. 24, 14, 19. 8, 14, and 11. 12, 8, and 11. She's got more HP, she's got more strength, more dexterity, more defense. Less resistance, less magic, and that's about it. She's like just better than him in every way. Ever since Kubl's opened the ability to open chests, she's been getting female recruits. God damn it. They're relatively similar growths. Yeah, I like Valkyries. I'm gonna drop Ash. I've been saying for the whole playthrough, I could... everybody in Blue House, he's the guy that could just up and poof, and I wouldn't really feel like I was missing out on too much.
Right.
Quests. Okay, train with the Kingdom Knights. Secret Messenger. Someone in her position. I should be able to do that right now, right? Maintaining your training. Head out onto the battlefield. Can I drop that one? Banish the bandits. Head out to the village. Best of the best. Practice battle maneuvers. Something to prove. Mock battle with the holders of House Earl Darius. They're weak-ass renown rewards, too, so yeah. Okay, so I have 3 points left. As for Kublis, she has 28 in lances. I could spend 1 training session on lances and get myself up to D+. I have a D+ in bows. I have a C now in riding. 2 stars toward my faith. I'm thinking that I want to do acquire practice because it gives me professor points and it builds supports. And it gives some faith experience to a few people. So I could use that for Sylvain and then just somebody else. Like Bernie or Marianne or something. So that's 1. Then I've got more training, or I could go do some food. I could do some food stuff for motivation on my students. Because some of these, I'm not going to be able to do a lot with these guys come next session. So doing food also gives me professor points. Still have gifts and lost items for Dorothea. That's true. But, like, I'm thinking about doing... Because I can do those gifts and lost items and stuff for basically free. I could also spend one of the times on tea time, which would give me a little bit more charm and hopefully drastically increase my support with one unit. So I think I'm already sold on doing this because it trains me in authority, it gives me faith, it gives me professor points, and it gives other students faith. Like, this is just a really good thing to do. I can take Sylvain into it because he needs to practice his faith a little bit. Or I could just take in some units that I want to build support with. Like Dorothea and Bernie or Petra or Marianne. Thoughts? Leonie's a bad one for this. I guess the choir's not good for Sylvain because he's not gonna get it. I thought he was much closer to dialing up in faith, but if he's still at an E+, then I need to change his focus to do faith for a bit. So that's a little different. The amount of healers you have, you probably don't need Sylvain to be... It's not that I want Sylvain to be a healer, it's that I want to give him access to a heal. That's it. That's been worth it on everybody. It just increases the amount of options that I have. So that said, if I don't want to do that... Is there something here for the,
Both students and... For example, I encourage you to wander...
Yeah, leave Sylvain out of choir practice. I know that. I definitely do still want to do the choir practice, and then I could call in Annette, who would love it. I think Dorothea's a good bet, if I'm gonna pull her in. Because she, like, super loves it. And then... Bernie or Petra, I think. Neither of whom would have any use for the end faith skill, but I guess it doesn't matter. They're not going to be building it anyways. Yeah, if I go with other units, it's only doing it for the professor level and for my own stat boosts. Marianne is also a priest. Oh, God, I'm starting to doubt that. I don't think I would use Marianne. I thought Lysithea would be the priest. She's the one that wants faith. Marianne just wanted magic. Anyway, I think I'm gonna officially drop Marianne from my want list. Not that I dislike her, but I already have too many priests. So it's just, I just don't need another faith healer right now. Whereas Petra's a thief, swordsmaster type person, I can use that. Bernie's an archer, but I just got Shamir. Leonie as a cavalier is legitimately useful to me. Everybody else is just falling into categories I already have covered. Yeah, and then Dorothy is also a mage. It's like, I could really use a brigand. Somebody that's crazy good with axes, but all of those people, they just don't appeal to me personality-wise, and so I don't care. And I like having my little team of Valkyries. I know Hilda's a brigand, but I hate Hilda. I don't get that many end of game options for classes. All right, I'm just gonna do it with Dorothy and Bernadetta.
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too
You can go loud.
They won't notice if one person doesn't sing, will they?
Faith experience, authority experience, good. Okay, so that's that.
Professor.
Remember you didn't like Sylvain or Felix at first, but then you came to like them? Yes, but we're not talking about that right now. It's like, those dudes were in my party, and I just used them because they were one of my available units, and then support conversations grew to like them. Recruiting people from other classes is like, I have to put in work and effort and money and time to get that person. I'm not gonna run a gamble on somebody I might grow to like for that. I'm going for the people that I have an initial express interest in, and then after that, I'll just let it flow. So I've got more stuff for Leonie.
Kid.
Professor.
Gifts. Hunting would be for Petra. Weapon maintenance, that's yours.
Oh, thanks.
Ceremonial sword, that's yours.
Oh,
damn it! Why do I keep giving you those very expensive things? Hop over to Bernie. I think I have a book for you now.
What is it?
Gifts give you this Legends of Chivalry.
Thank you.
Where's Dorothea at now? Where are you? I don't know if we're gonna see her in here. Are you sure she's in here? I only see these two. She would be marked as a yellow unit, and yet she's just like not around. I don't think I've actually stumbled across her this whole time. She might be missing. Dorothea. Dorothea. Oh, there you are.
Congratulations, I certainly...
Gifts give you the stylish hair clip.
Are you sure? Sure. I'll take
Okay,
it.
well that's the first time I've ever had a gift that just didn't have anything.
Thank you.
Okay. No extra supports from any of those guys, which is frustrating. I've still got 2 more time spots to spend. So what do you think? I'm thinking a meal to restore a couple of my students' motivation. That's also a professor experience.
Yes. This is in a place alike to this place.
Dorothy has a lost
Times
item. I can check that. Gifts. This one is yours for hunting.
This is giving me great joy.
Give you that.
This is...
Okay, Dorothea, one more. You're up here.
Professor.
Congrats, I sir.
Lost items.
I'm sorry. How did you
Songstress
know I
poster, you were right. Still nothing. Okay, so then who should I ask to take with me this week? Checking on here, because I had Dorothea, Lysithea, Leonie, Marianne, Bernadette, and Petra all marked down. Petra, Bernadette, and Leonie are all still up there as physical fighters that would be worth getting. I think Marianne, if she's a priest, I'm going to drop her because I've already got 2 more of those. Even Bernadette is falling a little bit down because I just got Shamir. Dorothea and Lysithea are both mages, and I already have that really well covered as well, so I'm like, Bubba, if Poppy was an option, you better damn well believe it, I'd be popping on that Poppy. But I'm gonna go ahead and make the judgmental call that I'm gonna cut out Marianne. And I'm not tremendously interested in Lysithea either, so I'll grab Dorothea since it'll probably happen naturally, but I'm not really chasing her. Leonie and Petra are the ones I really want, and at this point, Leonie has taken top spot because she's a cavalier and I don't have anybody with that skill right now. So she wants strength and lances. I have... Okay, so I should spend one of my points on lancing so that I can get up to D+. Who knows lancing? Gilbert did, but I already trained with him, so I think Sedith also knows lancing. So I can go do this. Also, hi, Bubba, what's up? Yeah, so I'm gonna go do lancing, and then I'll go do a meal, and that'll be all of my time.
What is it? I assume still...
Really? I thought, aw, damn it, I was hoping this would... Maybe I'll get a grade. Come on, get a grade. Damn it! Well, that was a waste of time then. To the dining hall. Let's do a food thing. Figure out who desperately needs the revitalization. Currently, I can give Flame some teaching, I can give Mercedes some teaching, and that's it. Ugh. I could max out Shamir, max out Manuela, max out Annette, max out Sylvain, who I think is still working on that reason skill. No, he's done. Dimitri doesn't need any more training right now. He's doing just fine. Do Felix. So if I ask... Maybe Manuela to come with. Maybe Shamir. I'm gonna grab Sylvain and... Well, here, let's see. Faculty and a night mixer and the head chef. What are the difference between these two again? Cooking with only gives a +1, and I can pick anybody. I could pick Bernadetta. Meal with... I get 2 people. Spicy stew, but I would have to pick people who like spices. So I could take Sylvain and Manuela or Petra. Petra likes spice? I could also use some of my meals, some of my meal stuff. Which looks like a lot of people enjoy it, and it would be more like just a general booster. What's the friggin' difference between this? I can select 2 people to share a meal with, or I can just give it to like anybody? Give it to 6 different people and boost all of them? What does the guide say? Monastery. Cooking. Is it in here anywhere? Fishing, device box, mission sentence, tea party, maps, events, finishing, paralogs, minimap, renown, quest battles. Does not.
This probably it's helpful. Professor, students, and justice, if you're in.
Hooey. Well, then I kind of want to try what this full menu thing does. Find something that will hit the people that I want. Felix, Ingrid, Manuela, Catherine, Shamir, and Petra. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, it's changing who agreed with it. Sure, go for this? I don't know what's gonna... Okay, so I can make it myself. And then pick 2 people. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab... I'm thinking Petra and Leone would give me the supports, but that skips the motivation bonus that I wanted out of this. Give Felix something, Ingrid some, Manuela max out. Bring 2 dedicated priests. What could Manuela turn herself into with a sword knight and a lot of faith? Be a second holy knight? So torn. I'm already at the point now where I'm just like, motivation, since I have the secret skills, I'm not all that crazy stoked on like chasing motivation too. I know I need to because I can just, it's just basically extra stat dump. Bring along Felix, bring along Petra for a bit of support. Just do the thing.
That looks appetizing.
I would be liking that greatly.
Woo! Bonds among the 3 of you grew stronger. Wow, that maxed it out. Okay, that was more than I expected. Okay, what else do I have for gifts? Support. Ooh, a B rank with Petra. She might be ready to join my team. She might want to join my team. Petra wanted dexterity and riding, and I do have 21 dex. Now I have a C in riding and a B support. That should be enough, right? That should be a solid enough.
Let me see. Yeah! Huh? Professor?
What are you doing?
Please take my apologies. I lost time while I was training.
There are not many chances for real fighting here. My body is more weak than it was. Weaker, I mean. I will keep training now. I hope your night is good.
You should probably get some rest. You're overdoing it a bit.
I need
Chill
to have
yourself.
more training. There are things that I have not done yet. Things that have to be done for the future. I have to try with hardness. Training, studying, socializing. I will not always be having time to do those things. And speaking the language of Fodlan, I worry I will never be doing it just right.
Why do you try so hard?
Why? Because the position of Bridget is weak. Fodlan and Dagda are big. Bridget is a small island in the middle of them. Bridget has great beauty, but little power. We will not have, will not survive unless we get more strength. I will lead Bridget, and so I have responsibility. I have to have more strength than anyone.
This is a good support. Alright, fine. You're swaying me on that. You might be right.
Yes. That is why I have to give it my best try. I am an ally of everyone, and I have belonging at the Officers' Academy. That is also why I try with hardness. You can always be counting me. I mean, counting on me. But you should know that one of these days will be when I return to Bridget. Before that day, do not try stopping me from trying. And please, keep watching over me. With you, I can try with more hardness than I could alone.
Petra's adorable! Join my team, Petra! Support level B, come on! Join my team, join my team. I'm gonna go ask you, and then you're gonna say yes. Because that's a B rank now. I have the dex, I have the writing. I have the B support. Petra, join me!
Yes, this is a plate in a plate. At times
Petra, join me!
I am spending my days with devotion to my studies. There is something I think of when looking at you. I am feeling that the way you are teaching would give me great
Dude,
benefits.
you need to give us some space right now.
Is it possible to be switching to your class? I would like to be requesting that of you.
Yes!
I have so much gratitude. I am still still not used to the speaking of your language, but I have full comprehension. Please, Professor, teach me all of the things you know.
Yes! Petra, join your house. Yes! She's mine. Petra is mine. We recruited someone that's not a professor, legitimately. Yay! Where did she get put into this? Before Flame. Okay. She is currently a thief. A thief who knows how to axe as well. Ooh. You know what that tells me? Petra can become my brigand. She's 23 speed. Petra can absolutely become a warrior. Yes. I don't know what you'd be after that. Maybe you just don't go to a master class. Thief's an odd one for the game to default her to. I don't know, is it? She doesn't have to be a mercenary. Yes! You could probably recruit Hanneman. I mean, I can go try. Yes, flying is a strength or is it riding? If it's flying, Wyvern seems good. Ride, Oh my god, you're right, it's flying. I can make her a warrior, then I can make her a Wyvern. I can make her a Wyvern rider. Because I was gonna make Catherine into that, but then Catherine got swapped over to a Grey Knight, so Petra can be a Wyvern rider. God, I have too many plans. I have too many students here. I can't use them all. I have to get pick and choosy, but I love them all at this point because I've actually used them. It's not as simple as just you got these guys at the beginning, so you stick with these for the rest of the game. It's like, I've put so much work into recruiting some of these guys.
I thought we might make it if only...
Yo, you want to join me?
Professor, I've been watching your class activities, and I wondered if you might desire
Not
my
particularly.
help. Just say the Of course, I have to be truthful. It's all just a ploy to make it easier to research your crest.
Sure, come join me.
Feel free to call on me anytime. I'll be happy to lend a hand. And then you can help out with my class, too. It's a joke, Professor. I'd never put a burden on you, a first-year teacher.
Okay, so now I have Hanneman as well. Just everybody join me. Everybody join my class.
Professor.
Wyvern Riders are totally available for females. Look. Classes. At the master class, they have wyverns. Petra is just, like, so well suited to being that. I feel that all the teachers are recruitable at this point. I believe they are as well, because I could tell right off the bat. I have support levels with everybody, you know? This is how I was able to tell. Because all the way down, I have support levels even as far as Rhea. So anybody with a support level is clearly going to be recruitable. Bit of a UI spoiler in that. Okay, so with all that in mind, then... should I go ask Dorothea, and... should I ask Bernadetta, and should I ask Leonie? Or, like, who should come along with me as an adjutant? Or, as somebody for mission support?
Hey. Okay.
S-rank the Pope. Possible. It just feels they're all willing to do so now. Oh, okay, so you want me to go ask all of them. You gonna join me?
Hey there, Professor. I was thinking it might be nice to join
Okay.
your class. I'm not unhappy where I am, but I was just thinking that maybe if I was with you, well, I might learn even more. You're the kind of gal a girl could pay attention to, you know?
I wasn't doing any of this stuff for the first, like, 5 months of the game, and then in the past 2 months, everything has paid off. Just get everybody.
That's
Everybody.
great. I'm looking forward to spending more time with
By
you,
which I mean
Professor.
just the 4 or 5 girls that I was specifically aiming at. This, you know, you guys know that this is gonna make the instruction portion way more complicated, right? Like, so much harder. Bubba, I don't know if I can S-rank everyone. I don't know if I'm gonna have time. Hold on, if you guys want me to try recruiting more professors, I'm gonna go see if Seth wants to join me. This coming from someone who's never played a FE game before. Also, the only previous games where S-ranks were available, it's like once you pick one, you're locked down, because in previous games that was marriage. I don't know how that's gonna work with this game.
What is it? I assume still.
You wanna join me? You can't. He won't join me. He's not offering. So it's not as simple as that. Baking or eating sweets. I have another thing now. Where were you, Lysithia?
Professor, your work... What?
Nope. Okay, so there's some items that I still haven't found the owners of just yet. There's still Leonie too, although I'm out of time, so I may as well just go and ask the both of them, both Bernie and Leonie, and then whoever doesn't agree, I can take that person along for supports. For support building.
What the?
This be the first FE game that will allow for a harem ending.
Oh.
See, I don't have a second support level with Bernadette yet. She wants strength in bows. And I do have 20 strength. And a D+ in bows. So I might have to give her another some or two.
What is it? Thank you. Thank you.
There we go. All I had to do is give her a couple more roses. Now she wants to chat with me. Yes. Yes. Like I said, no clue, never played an FE game, so I have a small questions. What's the ranking up do in game? Which rank specifically, Bubba? Because this game in particular has a lot more bars than most.
Great weather today. Perfect for shutting yourself inside, don't you think?
That's not what great weather's for. Okay. Definitely. You're right.
Glad you get it. With great weather like this, there will be no one inside to bother us.
Alright, that's some kind of logic.
I love feeling like I'm all alone in the world.
Why are you such a recluse?
Oh, that. Well, I guess I can tell you, Professor. My father's obsessed with money. He's only ever seen me as bait for a rich husband. To train me to be a good, submissive wife, he'd do things like tie me to a chair and leave me there all day, challenging me to stay quiet.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! No!
I tried hard to do as he asked. Honestly, I did. But before I knew it, I just couldn't bring myself to leave my room anymore.
That's crazy fucked up!
I just had this overwhelming feeling of fear all the time. No matter how hard I tried, my father never thought I was good enough. After that, it was just constant scolding. He couldn't say 2 words to me without mentioning how useless I was. An unmarriageable girl. My life was isolated, to say the least. I wasn't allowed to play with other kids, let alone make friends. Soon, I stopped wanting that. I was happiest alone.
This is heartbreaking.
That made him mad. And when he tried to drag me outside, I kicked and screamed so much, I seriously hurt myself. He's calmed down a bit in recent years. His constant torment was replaced with complete indifference. He mostly acts like I don't exist now.
Kublis, come on, you gotta do some connecting here. Don't just ask about the history. Be like, yo, that's not okay. Do you need help?
If you can believe it, I was basically kidnapped.
To get to the monastery? What?
My mother ordered an attendant to stuff me in a bag while I was sleeping. By the time I figured out what was going on, I was already here.
What?
For a while, I was sure I was going to die. But here I am. Look at me. Still breathing.
That's not... both of those parents are terrible.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you down talking like that about my past. Just forget everything I told you. There's no point in talking about myself anyway. Idiot. Oh, this is why everyone hates you, Bernie.
I understand now why people like this character. You have to protect. Thank you for confiding.
What? No, it's not... Oh, Professor. How can you be so kind to me? I don't deserve it.
I can see how a lot of people could identify with this character.
I'm sorry. Please don't look at me.
And props to the VA on that there too. Ooh, that made me a bit uncomfortable. Ooh. Bernie, please join my team where I can keep you safe. I don't trust either Manuela or Hanneman with teaching the other classes. In fact, I don't trust them so much that I recruited them into my class as well. I'm taking over the school.
Oh, Professor, my class is, would you, can I join your class?
Whew. Yes.
Yes!
Yes, you can.
Thank you so much. This will be so much better. I don't know why, but I'm just so much more comfortable when you're around.
Okay, Bernadetta joined. Huzzah! What's left? Leonie? I guess I could ask Marianne, although I'm pretty sure that's not going to go anywhere. And to answer your earlier question, the ranking up I'm doing this social ranking up right now. Support bonuses will raise your stats. You can see right here, the support result with certain people is that you'll get more attack power, more avoidance, or more chance to hit. The biggest draw for people is actually just seeing the character interactions. Like, this is where you get a lot of extra optional character development in Fire Emblem games. Is just through use. Like, using characters, putting them close to other characters, and then they develop bonds of friendship by fighting next to other people, and then you get support ranks out of it. How many recruits does that make for this one day? This is Shamir, Hanneman, Bernie, Petra. Well, actually, I can just look over here. The only one we had before, oh, Manuela. Before we had Catherine and Flame. So now there's Bernie, Dorothea, Petra, Hanneman, Manuela, and Shamir. That's 6 recruits in one day. I could have my entire house up and die on me, and I would be just fine. Okay, this is good. This is good. It's not really good. It means I'm gonna have to actually sit and think about who I want to replace. But oh, this is good.
Professor.
The situation.
Gifts. Take my pitcher plant.
Oh, thanks.
Take my rose.
No.
Nope, nothing here.
Professor.
I'm guessing you're still gonna tell me no.
Hey, I hope we get a chance to practice together when you find the time.
Of course, the one who's training with Dad is still difficult.
I know I'm in a different class, but...
The one that I fucking wanted too. It's that lance training. It's the fact that I'm not good enough in lances yet. Could have made it a clean sweep 7. Like I say, I'm pretty sure Marianne's gonna say no, but since I'm already here, may as well check.
Good day. Well, I have a request.
Excuse me?
It's about your class.
What?
Huh?
Okay, 7.
Thank you.
It's still the one I wanted. Sorry, the one that I put up to the top of my list. Leonie said no. I was barely going for her. You're right. I had no idea what she liked. Cool. Now we have almost every girl in the school under this house. I am gonna go ask Leonie to join me as the follow along. They saw you kicking their asses, they want to be in the winning team. Like I say, yeah, it seemed to have worked.
Professor.
The situation.
Come with me. Help me on assistances. We're gonna get you on this team, Leonie. You're a cavalry. I need you.
Well, it was in Remire that you first met Alois and the rest of his order. Was it not? Half a year has come and gone since then.
There's a quest here, isn't there? You have a quest. Faculty training.
It was half a...
God damn it, I'm gonna have to come back and turn that in later. You recruited 6 girls in Hanneman, you're going for the Harem route. I don't think Hanneman would be interested anyways. Okay, time for instruction with... Oh, good lordy, Lou, look at all these new students. Look at them all. Before it's like Dimitri, Didu, Felix, Ash, Sylvain, Mercedes, and Ingrid, and that was it. I could fit them all on one screen. Now I have just enough that I can't fit them on 2 screens. Okay, so I've already decided. I'm gonna have to write down this stuff too because this got complicated. Do any of the new students have hidden skills? We'll look at them. All right. Okay, so I need to make a plan as to who I'm going to ignore, because I straight up have to ignore some people. I can't do all of them. So we're going to ignore Flane, because I got too many other priests right now, and if I had to pick, like, A, I've already got Mercedes, B, I'll take Manuela as a second healer over Flane. You're cool, Flane, you're cute, you got floofy hair, you're probably a goddess, it's fine, whatever, sit in the back. I'm gonna ignore Ash, because I've already said many, many times that I just do not care for the Ashy boy, so you're getting dropped out. Now I have either Shamir or Bernie to replace him. Might maybe best to call a night and teach him tomorrow. Hell no, man. We gotta do this shit now. I have both Shamir and Bernie to replace him. Ignore Flane and Ash. I wish I could, like, just nudge them to the bottom of my list. Dimitri's a lord. I straight up can't ignore him. Didu is gonna be my heavy armor brawler. Can't ignore him. I put Felix through so much hell. I'm gonna use him. I like him. He's interesting. Mercedes, yup, definitely. Might be easier if I sort these guys into specific categories here. Mercedes. Didu and Felix. I also have to keep Catherine because she's going to become my Great Knight. Ingrid is really too solid for me to put down. She has a crest weapon, and she has sort of had me buy onto her through her support. So Ingrid is also sticking around. That's 3 characters that are on the absolute for sure to keep list. Of your original house, Ash, Sylvain, and Felix are the most likely out, and Felix is staying in. You hate Sylvain! Sylvain has been, like, I like Sylvain. He's weirdly self-aware. That said, his skills are kind of all over the board. And I haven't found a specific, like, need and use for him. He's kind of just... He has been kicking ass as a mage. I already said that, like, I was kind of just... I wasn't really chasing Dorothea so much as she just kind of happened naturally. She hates riding and flying. She hates faith. She likes sword and reason. That basically puts her on exactly one path, which would be to being a mortal savant. And I've already got plans to make both Kublis and Felix into that, so I don't have space for Dorothea. Thus, I think Dorothea needs to go on the ignore pile. Petra, I worked so hard for Petra. She's going into the keep link. She was the first one that I wanted to recruit because of her cute little accent. She's going to be a female wyvern knight at the end. Marianne I can ignore because she's yet another priest. And I just don't have the space for that many healers. Hanneman's on the ignore list because he's just a mage. I like my teams of Valkyries. Probably a bit too much to invest, though, if the overlap's high. Yeah, that's the thing. Right now, I have so much overlap. I have a list of 7 students on the keep pile. Dimitri, Mercedes, Didu, Felix, Catherine, Ingrid, and Petra. I didn't write down Annette, but at the same time, I feel like I have to keep Annette. Annette has been the original mage. She's doing the highest in authority of everybody. Annette has earned a spot. Plus, I like Annette. She's tiny, she's precious. What this doesn't do is put a spot in my team for a archer. And I haven't even written down Felix. I haven't even written down Sylvain. So, Dimitri's a lord. I have to keep him. Didu is a big, heavy brawler dude. Have to keep him. Mercedes is my primary healer, and I'm putting her through heavy armor skills. Okay. Felix, I like that he hates Dimitri so much and Dedue, and I want to see where that goes in terms of support. He's a dark mage right now, so that's good. Catherine must keep because of the plans to become a heavy armor knight, or a great knight. Ingrid plans to become the Pegasus, the Falcon Rider. Petra, Femwyvern Knight, although that's going to overlap with Dimitri a bit, because I currently had him online to become that Wyvern Knight. I'm not complaining about 2, but it does mean that I won't be able to have everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It seems like there's enough master classes to have like one of everybody. Is it enough to keep in mind that while Dedue is a shield wall, his levels up have been consistently bad? I'm not benching Dedue. I'm not. It's not happening. His level ups have been consistently bad, but he's also been a consistently fantastic fighter. If he dies, he dies. Whatever, we'll deal with it then. So maybe I need to plan out who I want to be my master classes. Because I clearly have some doubles from what I'm seeing right here. Grammary, and then if we swoop it back to male, Wyvern Lord, Mortal Savant, Great Knight, and then we've also got a War Master at the bottom. So I see 9 total master classes. Despite the bad levels, Dedue's been kicking ass. Let me say the Dedue's problem is I see it as the last battle he's taking 4+ damage from archers, which are normally low strength classes unless we're talking roll. Plus Dedue's got 2 magic levels. I'm not doing it. I'm not throwing out Dedue. Fuck off. No. He's sticking around. If he dies, he dies, but he's sticking around. Don't tell me about the hidden skills, Nitro. I don't want to know about those. Dedue is in line to be the War Master right now, so he's there. Falcon Knight's gonna be Ingrid. Mortal Savant gonna be Kublis right now. And also Felix, I have him lined up to be that. Grammary is probably a net. Holy Knight, Mercedes. Bow Knight, currently don't have one in my lineup. Dark Knight was gonna be Sylvain, but with the lineup that I have now, there's nothing there. Great Knight's gonna be Catherine. Wyvern Lord, I need to make these a different color. Wyvern Lord is set to be Dimitri / Petra. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is all of the students that I have on my keep list right now. That leaves me without a Dark Knight and without a Bow Knight. But that's also only 9 units, and that seems low for what I would be allowed to take into the endgame. Ash was going to be the Bow Knight, but I've benched him, correct. Manuela really does not want to learn Reason, so I can't turn her into the Dark Knight. If I was going to do anything with her, it would have to be Holy Knight. Mercedes is pretty good at Reason. But she doesn't want to learn Riding. I guess she would have had to anyways to become a Holy Knight. But she hates lances. But again, I would have had to do that anyways. It might be better off to put her down the Gremory path, so that, because I haven't done anything with riding for her, or lances, and I've been putting all of her time into doing not terrible, but I've been putting all of her time into axes and heavy armor. So, whether or not I like it, I think at this point Mercedes as a Holy Knight is just not going to happen. She has there's too many skills that she would have to train in that I haven't put the time into. So Gremory's with Annette and Mercedes, which leaves me with no Holy Knight, no Bow Knight, and no Dark Knight. She's not averse to riding, but she's very averse to... Oh, wait, you're... No. I don't want to make Mercedes the Bow Knight, because she has so much faith skill right now. She's a healer. She's absolutely got a ton of magic in her. And I've been putting her through all this heavy armor stuff for the sake of turning her into Fae, which is magic caster that's also got, is basically unkillable. So she's not becoming Bow Knight. It's not happening. But as is, I have three Knight units that I don't have units for. For a sniper, we could either take Shamir or Bernadetta. Bernie is the precious one that all of the people seem to like, but Shamir is fucking stone cold, short black hair. I like Shamir. I just don't see anywhere where there's potential supports for her. I don't know how much character she'd get out of her stuff. That survival instinct is real good, too. Plus, as a professor, she already has access to the sniper class, whereas Bernadetta is just an archer. You have a Dark Seal? I already used it on Felix, so Felix is a Dark Knight right now. Or, I mean, Felix is a Dark Mage right now. He also doesn't mind riding, but I wanted to turn him into a Mortal Savant so that he could be a magic monk, basically. Vern does have a hidden ability in riding. You're right, she does. But Shamir, though. Shamir, though. Yeah, Bernadetta looks like she was custom made to be a Bow Knight, because she's got a plus in lances, a plus in bows, and a hidden ability in riding. Like, the things you have to be a Bow Knight. But Shamir, though. 15-8. She's got 31 HP right now. (31, 15, 8, 18). 31, 15, 8, 18. 14, 12, 7. 6 and 12. Shamir is better, like straight better in every stat. in every stat except for charm. I've been asking about the professors, and people are telling me they're not Jagans. I guess you could also say no to getting a professor on your team if at that point you didn't want to stifle their levels anymore. Because now that they're all here, they won't grow anymore. So if I end up with somebody dead later, I can't lean on recruiting a professor to fill an emergency slot. And I bet that's what they're actually for. Is like, you have no unit to cover this basis, hire a professor to do it, and they'll be at the level that you need at that point. But I've just gone and hired all of them already. The professors Jagans. It's your choice. If I had the ability, I might outlaw professors because the games teach students, not the professors. Alright, you make a fair point. Shamir is really good looking. And like, her and Catherine, they work really well together, and I'm already using Catherine. They were having such a good cat fight there. But I'm not dropping Catherine because she's the one I've slotted in to be my Great Knight. Prof stats are high enough that if a student dies, they can come in later and still be useful. Yeah, it seems like the professors are... Because all of them also just had the requirement of be a higher level. So they're probably more like, you lost someone in a key position, just bring on a professor and they'll fill the spot. Like, I'm pretty certain that's what the point of them is now. I've already hired them all, so I've lost that ability. I've already hired the vast majority of them. Rhea and Sedeth are still left. Maybe one other, like, I think Gilbert's left. There's a few of them left, but like... not the ones that I care about anymore. Game's not seen too hard. That is, there haven't been many life-threatening situations. This game isn't hard yet. I'm on hard mode, but so far it's been pretty manageable. There have been some rough spots. Okay, so not Shamir, fine. I'll drop Bernie into the Bow Knight slot. That means Bernie's on the keep list. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now I'm up to 10 units. Which seems like a pretty good stable to keep, but I'm also going to make a couple backups. Just in case there's a map that allows me to take more than 10 on. And those backups need to slot into Dark Knight or Holy Knight. And if I ignore Shamir, Manuela... well, I mean, never mind. The Holy Knight, because just gonna pass by Marianne. And Mercedes, I'm not gonna force her to learn how to ride. You know, I could actually turn Annette into the Dark Knight, now that I think about it. She's got axe skills, sure. But she's also not averse to riding. And that would let Mercedes walk around. Is that 10 units with or without Kublis? With. Kublis is included in that. Grimoires gets all of these magic uses times 2, whereas Holy Knight gets Canto, White Tome Fair, Terrain Resistance, Black Tome Fair, Dark Tome Fair. You see, I think a Dark Knight's actually better at that job. Grimoire, all the Grimoire gets is a ton of magic spells. But the Knights actually get Canto and Tome Fairs. So I think putting a net towards Dark Knight would be a better bet on that front. More magic spells and more magic stat. Annette also doesn't need more magic stat. She's crazy good magic. Mercedes doesn't either, but I'm not putting Mercedes through riding training. Or lance training, because she hates that. Annette, meanwhile, has already been kicking ass at reason and authority, so I could easily just switch her over to learning lance and riding for a while. So that's the thing I could do with Annette. And then if I wanted to keep one on backup as a Holy Knight, I think the Holy Knight to keep on backup would be... probably Manuela? She looks like she'd want to become a Pegasus Knight more than anything. She's got swords and flying, but quite a bit in faith. And the Pegasus Knights don't seem to be able to use that faith. I know that's going, like, kind of against what you just said with using a professor, but you talked me down from using Shamir. That doesn't mean you talked me down from using Manuela. I want my flirty professor, damn it. So not a Falcon Knight because I already have one of those, but I could turn her into a Holy Knight. Manuela's kind of planless. No, I turn her into a Holy Knight. Done. She's not averse to riding. She's not averse to lances. Set her on those things, go. Much like Annette. Just get them both training on being riders. I'm not taking Leone into account. God damn it. All right, Leone. Leone! Doesn't help that I don't know much about Leone. Leonie's taking Catherine's spot. No, she's not. No, she's not. I'm keeping Catherine. I am keeping Catherine. If you check the roster, you might be able to scout her. I can't get to the roster from here. I still only have 5 points, even though my professor level had 6. Hooey. And I can't know what's up with Leone right now because, I can't see her skills and her stats and stuff. Extra point in battle XP. I don't know what battle XP is. It's not the Divine Pulse. So Holy Knight, Manuela could slot into Holy Knight, and Leone could slot into... probably another Great Knight. That's what it looks like. Honestly, it seems like the game desperately wants me to turn Dimitri into a Great Knight, but I'm doing my own thing with it. I'm changing that. Battles per week. That's what's the point in doing more battles per week? I already only ever do one at max. Okay, so I'm sorry, fucking Sylvain. You were interesting as fuck, but I don't have space for you anymore. I've got Kublis and Felix, and Annette, and Mercedes that are all on magic. Maybe Manuela. You were kicking ass. You even have your own holy weapon, but God, I pushed you through that reason training and everything. This is rougher than normal because it's not as simple as other Fire Emblems. Like, maybe it is in that, and maybe I'm overcomplicating it, where I could just say I'm using my base class and screw everybody. And largely I am. The only ones I'm dropping out are Ash and Sylvain. Ash because he sucks, but I was genuinely interested in where Sylvain was going as a character. But I gotta make space for a couple of the girls that I wanted. Petra's definitely in here because she's super cute. You know what? I might not actually need Leone. She was interesting, but she's just a fighter person. She's just a knight. I don't know if there's much to be gained there as a character. There probably is, but like I did a support with her and she's just like, I'm going to be better than you, and I was like, okay, well fine, I guess. That doesn't make me extremely interested in how you're going to grow. She's just currently a cavalier and I don't have a current cavalier. Everybody that needs to ride has to learn how to ride. So if that's the case, then maybe I'll just leave Leone where she's at. Because I have everybody covered. And by leave Leone where she's at, I mean like give up on recruiting. Which means I'm also going to maintain Sylvain as a backup. Because he's interesting and I feel bad about dropping him. So if there's room to maintain 12 characters, I've got Dimitri, Mercedes, Dedu, Felix, Catherine, Ingrid, Petra, Annette, Kublis, Bernie, Manuela, and Sylvain. Are we cool with this? There's only 2 professors in that pile because I recruited them before I understood how they worked. And it doesn't matter if anybody's cool with it. It's my plan, and I've decided to go with it. That's the plan. All right, we're going with it. It doesn't mean I can't set up people's goals to do stuff, at least. So Dimitri, still working on being towards that Wyvern Rider. All right, you keep going on those. Dedu. Let me see here. Can I get to the classes? Yes. So to go through Fortress Knight, you're gonna need an axe of B or higher. Right, so you still work on that for a while. Felix gonna go through Mortal Savant. Sword of A or higher and Reason of B or B plus or higher. Sword Fair and Black Tome Fair. It doesn't say anything about dark magic, just black. Swords and Reason, okay, that's fine. Ash, I don't really care anymore, but sure, you can stay on that. Sylvain on... Yup, that's still pushing you towards being that Dark Rider. Mercedes, you're still plowing away on these two. Ooh, she has a 64% chance of passing Armor Knight. And I have intermediate seals to burn. I think I should do it. I think I should push her there. It's because her axes went up a level, right? That's what it was? I bet that's what it was. And I've already given up on pushing her through Fortress Knight, so that means if she passes the Armor Knight test, then she can drop axes altogether. Ooh, yes, I like this. Because her axes are really low. So if I can get her focusing on something else now, something that doesn't make her hate all of life. Then all the better. She does have that hidden ability in bows. She could be a Gremory with bows. Like a Gremory, yeah, a Gremory with bows. Let's put you on. Well, actually, here, let's put you on Faith, because if you can max out your Faith, that would be awesome. Faith and Heavy Armor. So I need to update some things here. Ingrid, Faith. Catherine and Flane. I have to add Bernie and Petra to the bottom of the list here. Annette has been on Reason and Axes so far, but if we need to put her on a horse, then you need to start changing what you're researching into lances and riding, just for the sake of passing the exam, that's it. Ingrid's still doing just fine with lances and flying. Bernie, lances and bows? Yeah, that's fine for now. No, wait, you do have to do some riding, so let's put you on bows and riding. Dorothea, I don't particularly care about, so you can just stick with that. Petra. Axes and flying, yes, because I want you to be a Wyvern Lord as well. Marianne, I don't particularly care. Flane, you're fine. Hanneman, why are you even in my class? I asked you as a joke. Manuela, we're sticking you towards Holy Knight, then you need to start learning on riding and lances as well. Catherine, heavy armor riding, you're doing just fine. Shamir on lances and bows. Okay, cool. That's all good. Makes sense to me. Group tasks. So Catherine has a support with Dimitri. She has a support with Ash, weirdly enough. One with Ingrid. And she has an A rank with Shamir. Oh, it hurts me. What does Bernie have supports with? I see, yeah. So all of your classmates have support with all of the other all of your house's class has supports with all of your house's class. So you can form a very tight-knit group that way. Otherwise, it's not guarantees when you start swapping allies around. Hey, King. Bernie has an A with Felix. A B with Ingrid. A B with Petra. But that's it. Oh, God. Bernie has, like, very bad supports with all of my team. And I suppose Shamir has even less, because of course she does. An A rank with the Do, of all people, which is odd. I have a bunch of people I can start putting on stable duty, too. Well, every character can support everyone from their house. The cross-house supports are rather few. Yeah, that's a better way of saying what I said, Nitro. So I'm fine with you guys continuing with this for now, because I still want Mercedes to get up to E rank in heavy armor. Although I guess if she's gonna become an armor knight, she will get that training. I don't have to keep putting her through the group tasks. And I've got a bunch of people that now have to do stable duty for riding. Like Bernie and Annette. Although they don't have a support level together, so what about Bernie and Catherine? That's a no-go. And those are the only people that need it. Dang it, Bernie, why do you have to be so stupidly introverted? Why did I take you? Why? Ash has supports with everybody. He's already like halfway there with everybody. Ash has a support with Petra too. That would work. Ash has a support with Catherine. If she's not even gonna support with people here, we're not gonna see much of that character growth. I get that she's precious, but I don't know if she's actually good enough at this point to replace Ash. (28, 17, 12). More HP, 17, 12. Less strength, less magic. 19, 17, 15. 19, 17, 15. Less dexterity, speed, and luck. 8, 14, 11. 8, 14. Less defense, way less resistance. She does have a number of supports with your house, but it's mostly people you're already not using. Right, he's got +2 on strength. Bernie has supports with Felix, who I am using, with Sylvain, who's a backup, and with Ingrid, who I am using. That's it. So, Felix and Ingrid, and maybe Sylvain. Skipping on Dorothea, she does have it with Petra, but only a B rank. And that's it. Felix, Ingrid, Petra, kinda Sylvain, and Kublis. There's something to be said about units being weaker because they don't have the same amount of supports. All right, I think we cut out. I think we cut out Bernie. I think we cut out Bernie. Bryn's ability, IMO, is more useful than Ash's. Persecution Complex gains attack +5 when unit is not at full HP. That's true, that's a pretty good skill. But Lockpick, I've been getting a lot of use out of Lockpick, and Kublis is not going to be a thief forever. She does have a crest. Occasionally it allows weapon attacks to strike twice. It's a free attack at random. I guess you're right, and all the supports, like... Ash is just boring. It doesn't matter if he has supports. I'm not loving the supports. Bernie's might be more fun. Ash's stats are better. Bernie can be better if used properly. Alright, fair. You've argued me into it. I'll keep Bernie. So group tasks. Bernie's gonna get like a boost out of this, so that's good. And who else needs to learn riding right now? It could be Catherine. It could be... I see. You get increased results for boosts and for support level. Okay, so I could at least send these two together and I'll get, like, super boosts from it, so sure. That's weeding. Right you are. Why would they get boosts from weeding? That's weird. I have less people that are interested in stable duty. So this is also going to cut down on our income a lot. Because this was an extra 1,000 gold a week. I can send Sylvain, at least they can build up a little bit of a support there. Annette and Sylvain already have themselves maxed out, so that's 3 points, but it's not going to grow. Yeah, all the people I need here, just they're not going to get it. They're not going to get any extra boost from it. Okay, so you guys go there, you do that. Stable duty. Ingrid doesn't need riding. Ingrid's gonna go to be on a Pegasus. She needs flying. That said, what if I do this? Ingrid and Petra. Okay, those guys are both pluses. They don't have a support, but it will bring up quite a bit of income for it. I could also use these two to build support there, but they're usually standing together, so that's fine. Here we go. Let's go with this. Bam. Manuela and Hanneman chatting together. My goodness, she takes a long time to start. It's a miracle she gets anything done. Then maybe, but she somehow managed to best her students twice and save two girls from some sort of death knight. Indeed, I call hacks. Hey, quiet down back there! I will not have you talking in my class, other professors. Okay, so now I still have to focus on the guys that have the green if I can, because I get more instructions out of them. So Mercedes, we're going to... You're not getting the heavy armor training anymore, so I have to do it myself. No, wait. We're skipping out on that stuff. You're gonna get a B rank in Faith.
Thank you, Professor. I couldn't have done it without you.
Restore, okay.
I'm getting much better.
That's status recovery, so that's good.
I'm sure I'll get it again next time.
If you're gonna wind up being a Gremory, then you need some reason ability.
Yes.
Okay. Little bit on Felix, since you got 3. This sword skill is only so that you can become a mortal savant. I'm still wanting you to use your fisticuffs once you get there. You are just phoning it in today, aren't you? There you go, finally.
It was nothing.
Of course.
Okay, 3 more. Petra will get you started on a little bit of a flying goodness. What do you mean bad?
I do not have enough understanding.
That's the first bad I've ever got. Huh. Critique, yeah.
I did not have success. Please, be guiding me.
Gotten it bad before. I don't remember it.
Your guidance was greatly useful.
Felix's first lesson was a bad? Alright. Apparently you guys remember better than me. Who's left? Bernie, let's get you started here. Yeah, I need to teach you in some riding.
I got it right? Phew.
Good job.
Thanks. That's reassuring.
Alright, good. You're good at this.
I got it right? Hope this is good for something.
So Bernie's been wrapped up. Now we have basically anybody else. Catherine's all tapped. Both Manuela and yeah, I think I'd take Sylvain over Manuela if I had to pick, because Sylvain is interesting and he has the supports. I like Manuela, but I don't know who she has supports with. Sylvain, Dorothea, Blaine, Hanneman, that's it. Yeah, she's got like nothing. So Sylvain is getting in ahead of Manuela. Well, there's another bad.
I failed? How?
You would probably do good with crits. Yeah.
I'll have to do better next time.
Good. Okay. So we're all done here. Begin the lecture, finally.
Professor.
I've never been very good at anything to do with horses, but it's kind of a requirement for me to be a knight. Do you think you can help me with my lance and riding? You're already doing pretty good, just fine. No, you're good.
We can handle it.
We will work with each other.
Okay, go bring home the bacons.
Here's the result.
Just a good 500s. Meh. support points between the two increased. You're not going to get any support, so that's not going to happen. Alert stance.
I'm certain I've improved.
That would be good too. This is a long list now.
Haha, I'm starting to get it.
Yeah, there was the fish hook last time. Some bitch. Okay, it is 2 a.m. I gotta call this here. Next week we can do the rest of this month. I mean, tomorrow we can do the rest of this month. I gotta get myself to bed. Good lord. Oh, the amount of just so much celebration and so many recruitments only to be like, I can't use almost any of these guys. Shit. So thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll be back again tomorrow. I'm gonna stream for an entire week, I think. Bye-bye.